Frontline standing, solitary. Mind state, kinda scary. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and put me on the front line. 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 Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. Follow me until the end. Follow me if you can. Heart beating faster. Don't forget to breathe and put me on the front line. 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 Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong.
What up? What up? Just chilling. What up, Jay? Just chilling. I'm pretty sure this OBS is gonna crash out. I was gonna try the X split, but my my OBS wanted me to try it again, so I tried it again, and it's already looking shitty. So it probably won't last too long. I was just gonna bullshit and play some music anyway, so. That's why I didn't want to do anything. I'm gonna do that weather modding shit tomorrow. And what's up?
Duke wins. Fatality. 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 When you get to hell, tell him Duke sent you. Duke wins. Fatality. When you get to hell, tell him Duke sent you. When you get to hell, tell him Duke sent you. Duke wins. Fatality. get to hell, tell them Duke sent you. Duke wins. Fatality.
I'll go toe to toe with you. 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 Fight toe to toe with you. I'll go toe to toe with you. Fight, 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 fight. I'll go toe to toe with you. Toe to toe with you. Toe to toe, fight, toe to toe with you. Tell me who really want it. Point them out. I'll put these arms around them. Choke them out. I make the hype music. Like I don't like music. This type of crap I'm making have to go and fight music. So who don't know about that? Know about that. Knowing this ain't gonna fire hot. 100 down, ground and pound away at your face. Face the fact you'll hit the mat like a match in MMA. Ain't no telling what be, because nobody can see me at the top. They rather see me flop. And I'll be damned if I leave here ashamed. Win, lose, or draw, I'ma leave it in the can. I'll go toe to toe with you. I'll go toe to toe with you. I'll go toe to toe with you. I'll go toe to toe.
Blacksmith.
Spartans! What is your profession? New age. An age of freedom. And oh no! The 300 Spartans gave their last breath to defend it.
We play like we play. We be us. We be special. We smell greatness. We finish strong. From the top. One. Word.
And drop some hits. Yeah, we got this year. We so hot this year. Black and gold got the Super Bowl spot this year. Yeah, we about to win. You that? Make us say who that? Forget your uniform, leave your blue, black. Who that? Black and gold team, New Orleans. Yeah, who that? Feed a teaspoon of defeat. Yeah, who that? Drop bounce straight through the breeze. Yeah, who that? Ain't a drop of booster, we done drunk it all. Who that? It gets so loud in my house. The quarterback had to call a timeout. Holla back, boy. Hey, yo, the Saints is gon' win it. Go Super Bowl and let's kill it. We don't care what team or what city. Say we don't care what team or what city.
To get that ring, runs through the heart of New Orleans. Saints go hard, y'all go home. Saints go hard in the Superdome. Lights out, game over, and your team can't hold us. So it's the end of the line. Better luck next time.
Said I'm in my same city, doing the biz and boogie. Said I'm in my same city, doing the biz and boogie. Said I'm in my same city, everything's all goody. Yeah, we just scored a touchdown, my drinks on footy. And where we at, we in that dome, in that zone, in that zone. This our home, and the Saints our team, cause
New Orleans!
who red said they gon' be New Orleans. The black and gold go marching in now.
It's the one and only D.Go Double G.
Snoop Dogg.
Da 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 da. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E. Da 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 da. It's the one and only D.Go Double G.
Snoop Dogg.
Da 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 da. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E. Da 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 da. It's the one and only D.Go Double G.
Snoop Dogg.
Da 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 da. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E. Da 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 da. It's the one and only D.Go Double G. Da 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 da. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
Smoke weed every day. Hold up. 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 You ready for the next episode?
D.Go Double G.
Snoop Dogg.
Da 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 da. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
Yeah. You know the West Coast is back for all you suckers. So put something in there. Put it in there. Yeah. Suck, Snoop.
Top dog, buy them all, yeah, I'm burning it up. DPGC, you should be turning it up. CPT, LBC, yeah, we hooking back up. And when they bang this in the club, baby, you got to get up. Cuz homies, thug homies, yeah, they giving it up. Low life, yo life, boy, we living it up. Taking chances while we dancing in the party for show. Slip my girl a 44 when she crept in the back door. Chickens looking at me strange, but you know I don't care. Step on D.Go Double G.
Snoop Dogg.
Da 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 da. You know I'm mobbing with the D.Go Double G.
Snoop Dogg.
Da 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 da. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
Yeah. You know the West Coast is back for all you suckers. So put something in there.
Smoke weed every day. Hold up. 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 You ready for the next episode? It's the one and only D.R.E.
Dr. Dre, love Bus.
You know I'm mobbing with the D.O. Double G. Straight off them killer streets of CPT. King of the beach, you ride to him in your fleet. Wood, the field rolling on dubs. How you feel?
Dream shooters in the lag. With Doc in the back, sipping on Jack. Clipping on the amps, dipping through hoods. Compton, Long Beach, Inglewood. South Central out to the west side. It's California love, it's California bug. Got your boy a king of pub. I'm on one, I might bet up in the Century Club. With my jeans on, and my team strong. Get my drink on, and my smoke on. Then go home with something to poke on. Locust on for the 2 triple O. Coming real, it's the next episode.
Spirit intelligence from us by turning Earth into a spinning ball thrown around the sun and shot through infinite space from a godless Big Bang. They turn humanity into a random, meaningless, purposeless accident of a blind, dumb universe. This modern atheist Big Bang heliocentric globe Earth chance evolution paradigm spiritually controls humanity by removing God or any sort of intelligent design.
That person there is being spun round at about 1,000 miles an hour, and who doesn't know it is nonsense. Know it? I think this is obvious nonsense. And who doesn't know it, I think this is obvious nonsense. I think this is obvious nonsense. I think this is obvious nonsense.
But if the Earth is just one of billions of planets revolving around billions of stars and billions of galaxies, then the ideas of God, creation, and a specific purpose for Earth and human existence become highly implausible.
I think this is obvious nonsense.
Their rich, powerful corporations with their slick, sun-cult logos sell us idols to worship, slowly taking over the world while we tacitly believe their science, vote for their politicians, buy their products, listen to their music, watch their movies, all sacrificing our souls at the altar of materialism.
I think this is obvious nonsense. That person there is being spun round at about 1,000 miles an hour, and who doesn't know it, I think this is obvious nonsense. I think this is obvious nonsense. I think this is obvious nonsense. I think this is obvious nonsense.
What up? What up? I wasn't gonna mic up, but I feel I should answer to this. I kind of went over this before, but I'll get into it again. We can talk about the jet fuel hoax. You believe it to be nonsense, but I mean, it's pretty clear. I've looked it up. I've done I've done actually about 2 or 3 streams, making it very clear. Reasonings for why I believe the way I do. But we can go into it. If you want to jump on a panel, I could start a panel up. If you want to stay in the chat, we can do it this way too. What do they use if they do not use fuel, sir? The way I see it is, if you understand how a jetliner works and turbine jets work, it's pretty clear and obvious that they use fuel. Not only do they use fuel, they have to use fuel. Compressed air, no. Let me explain. I mean, we can go into this. Again, let me know if you want to jump on a panel. We can talk about it. Otherwise, I mean, I can go in on my own. If it was compressed air, the reason it can't be is because these airliners that carry 300-400 passengers, Airbuses, if you want, so to speak, is I think is everyone's main viewing on this. The payloads that these machines or these planes fly would make anything besides a turbine engine not possible. Compressed air, you would need a looping system. A compressor would need a compressed system would have to be almost half the size of the plane to generate that much air compressed, and then it would need to exert 2/3 the size of the tank to thrust to the elevations that they're able to. What keeps the plane in the air is actually the turbines themselves being the air being heated up to a certain temperature, which creates that thrust and the acceleration for it. None of my notes in front of me, so I'm kind of winging it. But as I'm talking, I'm looking for them, so I could give you some more information on it. But at the same time, it's pretty cut and dry. Let me see. All in all, the main thing you have to look at, the main thing that you have to realize is to have the payload of an Airbus, to be able to gain speed and through turbulence and takeoffs, it needs thrust. The same way a fighter jet uses its afterburners to gain thrust, it's kind of the same way a turbine works. If you want to say a turbine engine is a compressor, that's fine. It's a type of compressor. It does compress air, but in that compression, it uses fuel. Let me ask a question. Are you getting your info from the Awakened Souls crew, Team Yasowitz? Okay, so if they're saying, said that they say they use only 10% fuel. Well, let's step one. If they use 10% fuel, then they are using fuel. You asked me where they would keep the fuel tanks, and the way it works, actually, let me go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and find. Let me find the little pictures I have, and I can put it up there real quick. Yeah, I thought so. How you doing, Awaken? How you doing, sir? I'm actually kind of happy you're here because you can give a better understanding to your side of the fuel hoax thing as I present what I want to. The whole way a plane works, the whole no fuel thing is kind of not possible. Now, if you want to say, well, there are planes that use no fuel. Yeah, that is very true. Let me see. Let me get this pulled up. That's what I'll do. I'll just use another one of these. All right, 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up these files that show you that I can show you. That way, I can make a little bit more sense of what I'm saying. Yeah. So when it comes to no fuel, now there are types of planes that use no fuel. Paper planes, solar power planes, gliders. These things don't need fuel. But as you kind of realize, they don't use fuel, but at the same time they also don't have very big payloads either. Let's see if I can get this to stop. Make it automatic or manual, I mean. There we go. Okay. So let me go ahead and turn this stuff off so I can show you. There we go. One off. Which one is it? Okay, here we go. So the reason why they don't work, or the reason why a plane uses fuel, isn't so much that it uses fuel to what's up, Cynics? We're about to be. So here we go. I want to get one thing straight before now that I've actually just looked in the chat. Hey Brenda, you can be in my chat, but the second you get disrespectful, you're gonna get banned. Just so you know. So back to what I'm saying. So this is what it is. The way a plane works is it pulls in the air, AE, the compressing part. It takes that regular air, which is the low pressure air, into its engine. Then it, with the compressor, makes it a high pressure system. The fuel that they burn then thrusts it out, AE, the thrust, and that's why airliner is able to have this payload. These Airbuses are able to have such a large payload. So if that's the case, how would an air compressed system? No, Brenda, you will never in your life ever touch my panel for two reasons. One, I don't think you know very much about what you're talking about. Two, you will pass out my my link to every troll you know. So therefore, don't ask. Awakened Souls, do you think you could stack 84 Camaros on the wings of a A4 if it was empty of fuel? Yes and no. Now, I say yes and no for one reason, because I get what you're saying. I understand that you don't believe that weight could be inside of a wing structure. If I can find this picture real quick. I don't think I have my hotkeys ready, but oh well, I'll find it this way. You know what? I don't like that. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it this way. And I will add. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm gonna bring up those pictures so I can show you what I was talking about. Because you're asking me if that much weight can be inside of a wing, and especially an Airbus, the way a wing structure is built, they're built extremely strong. Anybody can Google or YouTube wing testing to test the strength of it, and you will see very clearly that they're able to handle a lot. Awakened Souls, I actually did use one of your. I'm not sure if it was yours. I know it was one of your guys' videos, and it was about the Airbus. And one of the scenes in that upload kind of ruins what you're saying when it comes to this whole wings thing. It was the part where the Airbus was landing, and it was pretty rough landing, and the wings had some bounce to it, which shows how strong they actually are. If they weren't strong and they were weak, like you're saying they are, they would probably immediately crack and break. Okay, so let's see what you have to say. I've watched most of the material on YouTube about the new jet. Okay, well, it's not real. Killing you, whatever the hell. It's literally it's a hoax. What you're saying, the whole jet fuel hoax is a hoax. Um, and at the same time, have you ever used a forklift to pick up something over a ton? Absolutely. I actually am in construction. I run front end loaders. I run excavators. Uh, I do get how the whole payload system works. Let me go ahead and, because the problem is you're telling these people that it's something that it's not. And like I said, I do respect what you guys are doing, because you guys are at least waking people up to look and see if this stuff is possible. But at the same time, and mods, and hang on 1 second, because you have given me respect, and you do one of these. Anybody else that I don't know who? See in this chat real quick. And while I'm doing this, I'm pulling up a couple things on the web, so a little easier on finding out what we're talking about. Because what I want to do is I want to show you, or some people, whoever, how they test these. I want you to see the inside of an Airbus wing. Go ahead. Window capture. All right, here we go. So obviously, the way these wings work and the way they're built it's not like a small weak little plane. These planes are very, very strong, very large. The whole idea that these things are just aluminum, like a can, is ridiculous. The whole thing isn't built of aluminum, and the way they build these things, they're so extremely strong. It is not out of question at all that they're able to hold that much fuel. I think the guy that came in earlier asked me a question as into where do they put the fuel. Let me see if I can find it. I know I have it in my little files right here. And I can just pop that up so you can see it. I'm gonna go ahead and just pop up a couple pictures so that way you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, the way these things are built, the planes are built, and the wings are built and tested, and this is a structural strength. Matter of fact, Awakened Soul, let me ask you a question, my friend. You're a framer, right? Build houses and stuff. Cannot see the chat at the moment. Awakened Souls, you still there? Because that's a serious. I need you to answer that, because it will basically make it easier for me to explain what I'm trying to say. I almost positive you said you were a framer in construction. Here's the thing. It's the same way you build a house using wood, and then what do you call it, the the walls with the slats and every 2 inches, I think it's 18 inches or whatnot. The same way that makes a house wall, a house structure stronger. The exact same, they frame a plane's wings. And with that said, I now have this. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up. You believe everything we are taught. You're a flat earther, right? Yes, I am. Do you understand that TB lie about how things work? Okay. Again, let me ask. Okay, it should be getting better now, guys. Sorry. Awakened Soul is what do you call it? Is sheetrock in itself strong? Can you kick through a piece of sheetrock? Now, when you put that sheetrock on a framed building, does it not make it stronger? All right, Brenda, I've had enough of you. Give me fair. Get the fuck out of my chat. Thank you. I ain't got no time for that shit. But the same, like I was saying, Awakened Soul, a piece of sheetrock, you can kick through it, you can bust through it with a hammer. It's fundamentally, an 8x8 piece is pretty damn weak when you really think about it. But like I said, if you put it up against a board, a framed house, or framed wall, I'm sorry, it makes that same piece of sheetrock actually pretty damn strong. Am I correct? Because what is weird to me is that someone who is a framer doesn't understand how a plane is structurally strong by how the frame is built. There you go. So the way you're at, the kid or the guy in the other earlier was asking me where the fuel is. The center tank, that's where the majority of the fuel is. The inner tank, outer tank, and vent tanks. Now, understand, when you go on a road trip in your car, you're gonna put, you're probably gonna fill your tank. Well, they don't work that way. They probably fill, I think, if I remember correctly, the FAA has a regulation on how much fuel they actually have to have, rather than, it's not a full tank. I believe the center tank they have to have enough to get to their destination, obviously. It's 10 minutes taxi, so that's from landing to the hub. Emergency fuel, fuel to get to another airport within the range of landing. So they're not always carrying a full tank. They're probably carrying maybe a half tank, maybe even 40% tank. What I've gotten from this whole it's a hoax thing is that maybe at best they use less fuel or it costs them less for the fuel than we're told. But at the same time, that's the same thing our car manufacturers do when we go get, or gasoline companies do when we go get gas at a gas station. I pay $4 right now. They probably pay $2. That's not a hoax. That's just a ripoff. You can't put the weight of 85,000 gallons of fuel on a piece of okay, I'm not saying, I'm just, it's how it works though. It's a reference. The same way you frame a house, you frame the house to make those walls stronger. If you didn't put all those slats in between, and you just put sheetrock up, you'd be able to kick right through the house. But you put all those frames up, it makes that sheetrock that much stronger. Yeah, I mean, and that's 100% real. There are the reason I believe, and I do respect Awakened Souls doing this, is the fact that he is questioning. The thing is that they're kind of, I don't think, I think you guys are kind of taking it where you want it, and that's all there is to it. Why am I trying so hard to ad hoc? Actually, I'm not. It's so obvious and clear to me, and it's kind of hard to have a conversation with a chat box rather than someone on a Hangout. Again, like I said, if you want to jump on a Hangout, let me know. It'd make this a lot easier for me. But until then, I mean, you're saying I'm excuse me, I'm ad hocking is kind of self-righteous on that one. A430 has no center tank. Your diagram is accurate. I didn't say that was an A30, and I mean I can always look right now and we can see exactly what fuel tank they do use. Okay. I'm not. See, you guys are taking what I'm saying and taking it to something else. My example of a house only supports exactly what I'm saying. Um, the same way you build a house and the framing to make those walls stronger is the same way a wing is made to make it stronger. You know, there's framing inside of a wing. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and open up a panel. If you'd like to jump on, more than welcome to. But like I said, I to me it's pretty cut and dry. It's not really it's not. This isn't gonna be not hard to debunk to me. All right, so here we go. Good to go. Go ahead and get this link up. I'll put it out in the chat. So, like I said, if you want to come on, more than welcome. Again, like I said, Awakened Souls, I do have respect for you guys. We've gone through the whole BS before, and I apologize. So, I mean, as you're more than welcome to come on and state your case. But like I said, it's not not a viable argument that they don't put fuel in these jets. Oh, I'd love to expose free energy. I don't believe there is anything such as free energy. When I say there's no such thing as free energy, um, there's always going to be somebody who needs to work on that free energy. It's just the way it is. What's up, Potty Troll? Elin? Hey, you got a voice? Oh, gee. So, Brenda, let's get one thing straight. I don't like you. You uh, you like to troll and you like to talk shit. So here's the thing. I'll allow you to talk if you want to come from a honest standpoint on the topic at hand. Now, if this is your version of let's talk shit and ridicule, then I will immediately kick you off. You understand? Because I'm not. This isn't Nathan's. This isn't anyone else's. This is my hangout, and it's gonna run my way. Okay. So, like I said, right now we're talking about this whole fuel hoax. I just so for the standpoint, I don't come from the spot where I believe in it at all. Just the fact of how a plane works with having a payload, it obviously needs some way to thrust, and in combusting air, combusting extremely hot air is how it's done. Yeah, Awakened Souls, no worries at all. I'll talk to you some other time. I'll probably message you. Go ahead. There is some people who do believe that planes do not use fuel. It kind of goes from I've heard things from compressed. They run on compressed air to I don't I rarely don't even remember what they've said it runs off of. It absolutely is. What's up, Cynics? How you doing, sir? I mean that's how cut and dry it is. There are there's some people that have kind of gone on. I see. Here's what I think it is. I I I think this is something that has escalated from something small. I believe that this is realistically has to do with basically airliners ripping us off, and that's the way it is. I 100% agree that they are 1000% ripping us off when it comes to making money. Their fuel is, I guarantee, just the same way a mobile gas station charges us $4 a gallon. They're not paying, these gasoline, oil, refinery manufacturers. They're not paying that much for this product. So if that's the case, yes, they are ripping us off in that way. Taxes, yeah, and they got to make their money. Trust me. If I don't know how your roads are where you live, Cynics, but we're down here in San Diego, they're not spending too much money on the roads and our highway systems. Is that the way you see it?
Man, fucked up things out there. You guys tax the shit. You give it to like homeless people so they can have toilets that go around the city so the homeless won't shit on the floor.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Not for my tax money.
What? You'd rather walk on have shit all over the place?
You take the fucking people shitting on the floor and you take them somewhere else. Take them down to
You
L.A.
can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
Actually,
You
so
can.
this is what's happened.
I can.
Actually, here in San Diego, they actually just actually went through this. They did what they call a homeless sweep. Now, done is they put a certain amount of tax dollars into relocating the homeless, and they've set up basically camps, pretty much on the outskirts of the metro area. Um, but yeah, that's basically what they are doing, Cynics. They're trying to what they're doing is where they want tourists at. They don't want them there, so they're moving them out of that areas. So what they've done is they every other week for the past 2 months they have gone through where basically downtown San Diego with trash trucks. They leave little notices on property that they see on the streets and let them know that this will be happening. And they go around, and if you are not there, they will just throw your stuff away. Now, funny story upon that. About 3 weeks ago, the trash trucks were going through San Diego, and they picked up a tent, threw the tent into the truck, and I'm not sure if you guys know how trash trucks work, but to save space, they compress, they crush the trash. So they throw the tent in. About 2 minutes later, they hear some screaming. Not the kind of screaming you're thinking of. Hey, I'm in here type screaming. So they stop and find out that they have thrown a homeless man in his tent into the back of a truck.
Oh, they did that on purpose. You can't pick up a tent with a human being in it and not know something's inside it.
So what ends up happening is the police won't answer to it. Basically, they're not willing to make a statement because what's supposed to happen is before these trash trucks arrive, the San Diego Police Department is actually supposed to do a sweep to make sure no one is in these tents or hanging out to make trouble when they do this. So, yeah, it's actually a pretty big news story going on down here.
Well, you can't really blame the cops. I mean, what if they checked and then left, and then somebody jumped in after they left?
I blame the cops.
It's just hard to blame the cops. Well, you just want to blame the cops.
No, I like cops. I like cops. I'm not a felon. I like cops.
I don't know what this has to do with airplanes, though.
Well,
Nothing,
Brenda,
we were just
well,
having fun.
welcome to my live stream. So I can do whatever I want. Like I said, don't like it, you can take off.
Well, you don't believe in the no fuel anyways, do you, Ellen? Elin? I'm sorry, what's your name?
Brenda.
The name of this account is Ellen. Yes.
Oh, so Cynics.
My name is Brenda. My name is
Cynic,
Brenda.
Cynics, I would like you to meet Brenda. This is one of our trolls. A Glober who likes to, I'm not going to say snipe because I'm not officially, I don't know if she snipes, but I do know she does pass out the hangouts to trolls.
I'm not a troll. I'm not a troll.
Oh, you're definitely a troll.
I am
definitely a
very
troll.
effective. No, I'm very effective against flat earthers, and that gets and anybody troll.
Oh.
A lot of people do that.
Okay, I don't want to have to agree with Ellen because I don't know her, whatever. But however, Sean, you understand that a troll is someone that you would believe that the Earth is actually flat and is just fucking with you.
That's not the case. I'm providing a counter argument to the lies that flat it.
No,
they don't like that.
No, see, this is okay. Let me make it clear. This is why you are.
I get what you're saying when you call him a troll. You're just saying that somebody that annoys you.
Not even a noise, or actually, yeah, noise. But here's the main reason for calling her a troll. What she will do, and like I said, I cannot say she has personally sniped and or porn bombed, but she is more than willing to hand out that hangout to the people that do.
Yeah, that's not cool.
That's not. I don't think.
No, okay. I want you to understand.
Tim Osmond is gone now.
So
I think he's left.
No, he's around. I just got into him the other night.
I haven't. Oh, okay.
And understand.
I don't know him very well.
And understand this. That's not true because I have on numerous occasions. Most people know that I get around. I definitely find out a lot of shit that goes on when it comes to you guys. And I have evidence easily provable that you and other trolls pass that link out like it is the best thing in the world to snipe into porn bomb. I know this for a fact because I have seen you guys having these conversations. I've heard these conversations, and don't need to lie about it.
I don't think I've ever had a conversation with anybody else about handing out.
Okay. Well,
have you ever gone onto a live stream and like porn bombed the place?
No.
Have you ever handed out the link and then right after you handed out that link, it was porn bombed?
Tim Osmond has, I think.
Yeah. And how did he probably get that link?
I have no idea. He is a lot more savvy with computers than I am, and he has a lot. He has a lot of different accounts.
Well, so do you, and so do the other trolls. Now, here's the thing.
No,
like I said,
I only have two.
So here, like I said, Brenda, I have witnessed and I have proof that you and the other trolls will pass out this link. So, like right now, if you don't like the way this conversation is going, and or you got kicked out of here, you will instantly go to whatever Hangout, Discord, and pass that link out and let them know that blah 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 happened, and here's the link. You don't have to lie, or you don't even have to say yes or no. I know it happens. I see it happening on a regular basis.
What's up, Joe?
What's up, Uber?
What's up, sir?
This is funny.
And here's the thing. The reason we all know who you are, Brenda, is for that exact reason. It's not because you want to say your view. I gotta look. Cynics here is not a flat earther. I have a lot of non-flat earth friends that actually do come on my panels, and they don't do the kind of shit you do. That's why you are a troll. That's why at any given time, I'm more than expecting this hangout to go away, which is exactly why my hangout is not on the screen.
I have absolutely no intention of giving anybody the link, of letting anybody into this hangout, or removing anybody from the hangout.
Well, why'd you come on?
What I want is to give effective counter arguments to the lies that people tell, because it deceives people.
Well, if that was
like the NASA moon landing in 1969, where you can see through the freaking astronauts in the footage.
Well, you guys don't have a problem with Ellie coming on here and disagreeing with you, do you?
She'll bullshit.
No,
I don't mind.
I would love to hear the arguments.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing. I don't mind that she's here. I mind that from the second I put that link out and she came on, I only mind what could happen from here on out. Now, her opinion on anything is her opinion. I don't mind that at all. It's been a long time, but me and Brenda has gone back and forth many times. I don't mind that at all.
Well, you put the link out into the chat, so anybody can click on that.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, you can't blame me.
Oh no. Because I put it in the chat, I wouldn't blame you. But at the same time, you have successfully tried to pass that link, any links that aren't publicly put out for that reason. It's not up for debate. You do it. It's not, like I said, I have proof. I don't want to, I can get into it if you want, but at the same time, it's not, everyone here knows who Brenda is. It's not like it's a secret, and we're not trying to convince anybody. We know exactly what you're about.
Brenda, can I ask you a question? Do you know what Sean's talking about? These groups that go and do all these things in the live streams. Do you know what he's talking about?
No.
Wow. Okay.
So you don't even know these people that he's saying.
I know who Tim Osmond is.
Okay, Cynics. I'm gonna let you know right now.
I know who Gem Panda is. I know who Lively is.
Okay, so wait. Hang on. Time out. Brenda, don't bring people. Don't do those things into this conversation. Because I can tell you right now, I know Jim Panda. I don't know him personally, but I talk to Jim Panda on a regular basis. He doesn't do that. He's not one of those people that go around sniping people. He doesn't porn bomb people. So don't bring him into what we're talking about. He is only he's a glober.
People I know.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, Brenda. You're bullshitting. You hang out with Tim, or you may not right now, because you're right. Tim hadn't been around for a while, but you chat with Tim, Lewis, P. Mars. You hang out with all these trolls.
Lewis? Yeah, I like Lewis. He's good.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. You guys.
He's not a troll.
You hang out with trolls, and you're right. A lot of these people don't do that very often anymore. But that's also the other thing.
This is not an interesting conversation.
I know,
and we're not going to get anywhere with it.
Yeah, because you're going to continuously lie.
Go somewhere with it. I was wondering, what do you, Ellen? What do you think about the people that do what Sean's suggesting that you do?
If you porn bomb, I think that's wrong. That's going way too far.
Cynics, let me show you something. In the chat, guys, and everyone, if you guys hear me in the chat, press 1 if you know of Brenda to be one of, not that she does it, but she is part of the groups that do porn bomb and snipe.
You don't know that.
Oh, Brenda, like I said, let me make something clear. I know a lot more than you obviously realize, because I have on numerous occasions outed you motherfuckers for doing those things. And like I said, we can get into it because I have proof. I don't just bullshit.
Porn bomb. You think Tim
nope.
has porn bomb?
I don't think you porn bomb. I said I know for a fact you give these links out to them. And don't say you don't, because I have right now. I can pull it up. I can pull it up if you like. I have Hangouts. I have Hangouts where you go into the Hangouts and go, hey guys, so-and-so is being an asshole. Here's the link. You want me to bring it up?
What?
You want me to bring it up onto the screen? Like to see these?
You were roboting.
Would you, like me, bring up the Hangouts where you guys are talking about these things?
Yeah, let's see it.
Uh-oh. Somebody's going to be known as a liar for from now
I'm not
on.
lying.
Oh,
I didn't say it was you.
I'm saying
oh,
I'm
I
saying
said
that
somebody.
hey, cynics. She
I'm saying that it
can ask
I'm
any
saying
flat
I don't
earther.
hang out with these people. I might have
Oh,
given out links at times in the past,
Oh, okay.
but
So now the truth comes
he's
out.
making a bigger.
No, see, that's the funny part. You're saying
I
that
never denied it.
you've been
I
denying it
never
the whole.
denied it.
You've been denying it this whole time. This whole time you've
No,
been
I
denying.
haven't.
Cynics.
I
Did
asked you
she?
earlier if you did that, and you said you didn't.
I said I don't hang out with. He says I hang out with porn bombers, and I don't.
I also said you're right. Tim hasn't been around for a while, but you have been. You are known to do these things, and I said that repeatedly.
To do what things?
To give these links to people to go and snipe and/or porn bomb them.
I don't know. I might have.
Oh, the story's starting to change a little bit.
That might have done that. I
Okay.
might have done that is probably because I was being verbally abused and mistreated by either Brother Sanchez or Dreads or somebody like that,
So
who are
because
just horrible people, and they abused me in the chat, and I got angry, and it's likely I gave out the Hangout link to somebody else because
Okay.
I was pissed off.
Okay,
I was
so
pissed off.
let's get one thing straight.
You deserved it, but
Cynics.
I wouldn't
Okay,
porn bomb
hang on.
somebody.
No, I didn't. And again, I did not say you did. I've actually stated a few times. I do not know of any time of you have doing that. So again, cynics, seeing how you are basically the man in the middle, you don't know this person. Do you now understand what I'm saying?
yeah, if you're giving out links to people to go to a live stream and you know these people will porn bomb somebody, that is fucked up beyond belief.
I don't
man.
know that they're porn bombers.
You're full of shit. And hey, Brenda,
You just
this is
admitted
why
they did.
this is why you are not welcome on Flat Earth. So now that that's said, done.
Well, as long as she doesn't do that, I mean, she should be welcome.
Oh, she will. She will.
If-
she will.
if-
No, she will. Trust me.
You
Well,
think so?
oh, Phoenix. I don't just bullshit, man. Trust me. Everyone. If again, like I said, she is known on Flat Earth. It's not like she just came out of nowhere. We all know who she is. The reason I don't have my hangouts up and open, like when you come on a hangout, I put the hangout on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. The reason I took it off just now, or I took it off, was because she came on.
Did you kick her or did she leave?
No, I kicked her. I booted the shit out of her because.
You shouldn't have kicked her.
Oh, I definitely should have because it got to.
But this is good dude. You can make some good content with people
No,
like that.
nope, not on Flat Earth. I
No?
can't. Nope.
You can yell at them.
No, see, here's the thing. On your show, that shit works. That is definitely some content right there. Here, no one wants to listen to that bullshit. Trust me, we have all heard her talk crap and do things so many times. It's just a matter of time until it's so fucking irritating. It's so irritating. Oh, what's up, Jessica? How you doing?
For you guys, it's like, the same thing over and over. But for new people like me, it's like, oh yeah, I get to see an argument. Oh.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of people like it, but at the same time, not her, because it's just so old, so fucking old. Like you'll see, right now the chat will probably end up starting to fill up with trolls, and we may get if we may.
That'd be great. I want to talk to them. That's why I jumped on here to yell at them.
Oh
Jessica, what's up?
Yeah, well, you'll see. Eventually, I'll probably get kicked off. It happens. It's just the way it works. Welcome to Flat Earth. Hey, let me get in this.
You gotta say Uber.
This is just funny, dude.
It's how it is, right?
Like it's like, okay, so earlier I was hanging out on Poncho's channel, right? And there was a troll that came in with like 8 different sock accounts, dude. And just kept firing them off and it was funny because you could tell that it was the same person because they kept using like the same copy and paste, like the same 4 comments.
Yeah.
And it just blows me away, guys. These people hate Flat Earth so much, they do nothing but hang around on Flat Earth channels.
All day.
What's wrong
That
with
makes
that?
no logical sense at all.
Well, see,
Oh yeah, it
okay,
does.
well, let me make it clear for everybody. So, because cynics, they don't really know why you don't understand. So, cynics is a glober. He is a friend. Uh, he has a live stream. Um, it is very interesting topics. He has interesting viewers, I would say. I do enjoy going over there. It's fun. But he doesn't get the porn bombing and the sniping. That doesn't happen over there. You'll get some comments that, that some people may not like, but he doesn't come from the YouTube side of what we experience on a regular basis.
Yeah, and you could be right. It could be just I haven't experienced, so I want to, and once I get to experience, I might hate it immediately, but I
Okay,
still want to
Oh,
experience.
well,
dude,
imagine.
if you want to experience some hate, just start telling people that you think the Earth is flat, man.
I was
And
sitting here
trust me.
thinking that, dude. I was thinking about why don't I just change to flat Earth because I think I can argue it pretty well.
But put it this way, how would you feel if you weren't allowed to live stream on your channel?
Oh yeah, I'd be pissed.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that and for you, like I have my stream. I have like designs and all that crap, and you just have your hangout. So it would be actually extremely easy. The only thing that you have going for you is that you give links out in your like the Twitter or Hangouts or stuff. But that's if you gave your Hangout publicly, it would be extremely easy to do it to your channel. That's why when I first started going there, I was like, does he like not worry about that shit happening? And it came clear.
Well, I've had people jump on my live stream before that we had no idea who the fuck they were, and they went a little autistic, but we just yell at them and they usually run away.
Okay, yeah, well, we have our haters are completely different. They'll jump on and just kick everybody. So at any point in this hangout, we can all get booted out of this hangout, and that would be someone sniping it. The only difference is
Well, you could change that.
Well, I have OBS, so I'm not worried at all. I have not only do I have I have OBS. It has a delay, so I will not be porn bombed. They can kick this hangout in this hangout, and I'll just start another one up in 5 minutes. We'll be right back on. Now, I play the risk game when it comes to the link because I put the link in the chat. But at the same time, like I said, I have OBS. I'm not really too worried about it. Shit, I wasn't even planning on doing this. Only reason I did this is someone came in the chat and was like, "What do you think about the fuel hoax?"
How long are you gonna spend on this? Because this is retarded.
The
level.
fuel hoax?
Yeah.
Oh, I believe you. Oh, 100%. I am.
Well, what
But
makes
how-
it so retarded, though, dude?
Just
What's that?
Well, because like, okay, so I've been thinking about this with this whole hoax, with this, right? And the weight that they say is in those wings is kind of a ridiculous weight, you know?
But here's the thing. One, they don't carry a full tank, and also the way a wing's built, it's extremely strong. Extremely strong. I mean, like I was saying to the guy earlier, if you go on YouTube and Google and type in structural strength test of a plane, see what they go through to test how strong they are. And I'm telling you, these are things that are extremely strong. That's like saying a 3-story apartment building shouldn't be able to hold that much weight, but it can because the way it's built.
So they're extremely strong, yet a bird can take them out.
A bird does not hit doesn't hit the wings and destroy a wing. It hits an engine.
Actually, dude, you know what? I'm on my way to the store right now, but let me get back to the house, and I'll hop on my computer because I got some shit to show you then, bro.
Absolutely.
Because I was pulling up some pictures the other day of birds that were destroying fucking planes, dude.
Okay, but this, okay, and my questions would be:
were they warplanes?
Where did they hit? What part of the plane did they hit? What size were the planes?
Sometimes it was the wing. sometimes it was the straight engine, dude. Like, cause so you would think that the engine with the turbo in it and everything would be like probably the strongest part of the plane, right? It's probably the most mechanically solid part of the plane, right?
You mean
It's
the
what makes the damn
turbines?
thing fly.
The turbo?
Yeah, the turbines.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, they're pretty damn strong.
Okay. And dude, there's where these birds have taken out one of those freaking engines, dude.
Yeah, well, the thing is the way the turbine engines work is these thousands of little fins that are inside those. If you take one or two of those fins out, it loses that compression that it creates.
Well, no, that's not the part of it that I'm talking about that it destroyed. I'm talking about like the edge around those fins.
Inside, or are you talking about
Like it took that out and took a chunk out of that.
Oh, I'd love to see what I think I need to see what you're saying, because I've seen some planes that have been taken out from birds, and it's definitely not taking full wings off.
No, not the full wing. It didn't take the full wing off. But I'm just saying, for those to be so like for the plane to be so strong and the outside to be so strong, it kind of folds under a bird, like
Yeah, but the thing,
like these birds,
what I've witnessed,
really cause some damage.
or not witnessed, but what I've seen, and what the understanding I have of a turbine engine, that the turbines, that whole mechanical part of the plane, that part that's not very strong, nor is it the structural strength of a plane. It's just parts inside of a plane.
Okay.
But I mean, like I said, I definitely do want to see what you were talking about, because I could be like, hey, there's always things that I'm wrong about. I do understand that. I like I said though, I just can't ride with this fuel hoax thing.
Well, and you know what? I'm actually not one to say that they're completely running off of compressed air. I think it's like 10% fuel, like 90% compressed air. I think that it basically needs once you get the turbine engine going and it's able to start sucking in air, I think it's like a self-driven process.
But see, here's
as long as the engine's going.
But here's the thing.
Wouldn't that be perpetual motion?
Yeah, that's the problem. It's not possible, because here's the main thing. What you're saying is once it gets going, it will create that compression. Okay, let's just say that's true. Okay, but here's the other thing. What it's doing isn't based on fuel. Fuel is what makes the cold air hot. Now, like the same way, like the components of particles, like cold air falls, hot air rises, is kind of why it's not even possible for a plane to fly without it. Because if you put not only cold air into a plane at 35,000 feet, which the air up there is freaking freezing, it's not going to create lift. The thrust creates the lift, the hot air thrust, just like a hot air balloon. And then in the whole I can't see how 10% fuel and the rest being the 10% fuel and the rest being compressed is kind of like just saying they use less fuel than they do, because a turbine, in a sense, is a compressor. It's not a compressor that holds air. It's a compressor that compresses air and then then shoots it out.
How big of a compressor would this be?
I think I was looking at a website, and let's just say a 747 would need an air tank, just the air tank, not the compressor, 2/3 the size of the plane.
Yeah, I was about to say it would have to be
freaking huge. Yeah, it'd have to be insanely big. And then to be on a compressor, it'd have to, like you were just saying, it'd have to be run on what do you call it? perpetual energy, and it doesn't work. First, it can't work because understand that perpetual energy machines means there's no wear, there's no friction, and there's no. It have to have a forever energy.
Yeah, it's like cold fusion. Everybody's been trying to figure it out. Nobody has.
Not that we know of, but yeah. Yeah, you got to question everything, sir. You got to question. I mean, let's get it real. No one has figured out a way of making a perpetual motion engine, but I'm sure if they do, it will be the military first.
No, hey, Sean, check out a guy from Canada. His name is Gerard Morin. All right.
Is that guy with the generator and the little batteries and stuff?
He created his own generator.
Yeah, I think I saw that one, and it's not. It's
it's with the back.
Yeah, the problem is he's showing you a system that doesn't work the same. Like doesn't make it. First of all, those batteries. The fact that he's using batteries, it makes it not one because the battery cells will eventually wear. The generator is an engine, and it will eventually wear. Therefore, it cannot. It's not a perpetual motion machine.
No, I don't think we're talking about the same guy then.
Okay. Say the name again.
Gerard Morin.
Yeah, the thing I'm looking at, he has batteries and.
Well, he's got a ton of videos. Check out. Let me think. What was it called?
A glimpse at the generator.
Because, dude, he's got a bunch of videos where he actually breaks down the generator. And
well, I'll tell you, I found some articles where it says Gerald Morin's free energy delusion. Like there's a lot of people here just saying, no, this dude's insane.
Well, you know what? When I was looking into HHO generators and stuff, like a long time ago, I was seeing a bunch of the same shit like that. And a bunch of the people I talked to about it said it was a bunch of bullshit. And you know what? It's not. It's actually like a legit thing. And now there's a lot more people talking about it. And it's not so.
On what? I'm sorry, I missed what you were talking about.
Like a couple years ago now, I was looking at. You ever heard of HHO generators?
No.
Yes. Yeah, I have.
Okay. Like the articles that you're talking about Gerard Morin right now.
Yeah.
Those are the same kind of articles I was reading about when I was first looking into HHO generators and stuff. And HHO generators are actually a legit thing.
Water to fuel converter?
Dude, you can split the bonds in water and you have hydrogen and oxygen, and both are very combustible gases. That you can feed that into the fuel line of your car, and you can boost your gas mileage, boost your horsepower, and clean your emissions a little bit.
But an HHO generator isn't a perpetual motion machine, though.
No,
it's
no,
just
no.
an efficient. It's just an.
Yeah, this thing's based in reality.
No. I know. But what I'm saying is
right,
the articles.
Right. Just because I find people saying he's crazy doesn't mean he's crazy. I understand your point, but when you got a lot of people saying he's crazy and you can't find anybody else saying that he's not, it's.
Well, whether you're crazy or not, it doesn't mean you're wrong. And that's
true.
That's just the reality of it. It's just
when you don't have anybody else backing you up that are like scientists, that's where I have the problem.
Well, I think scientists are biased as well.
Some are, yeah.
What if nobody's out? What if nobody's really just caught up to the guy yet? That's all.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, 100%. But this
But
is
I remember a guy from Australia that was saying the same that he was able to figure out how to turn water into gas, and then he just disappeared. And it turns out that no, he couldn't figure it out, and he was lying, so he ran away.
yeah. Well,
Well,
that happens a lot for a lot of things, but that has nothing to. Here's the thing.
yeah.
The problem I have, but so there's all these innovations that are going to consistently happen that no one normally does. But the thing is, it's to understand that a perpetual, to even think a perpetual motion machine could even be possible, you have to take out anything that would build it because everything we use would eventually have a way of wearing itself out.
Well, that's why I think the best we could probably get with that would be like a free motion like magnet generator.
But see, magnets die out too.
That's why I said that would be the best we could get with it.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I say put
Like,
hamsters on
honestly,
wheels.
I think that's really the closest we could get.
Actually, I think Cynic's idea with hamsters is a good idea. They reproduce constantly, so you'd have a mass supply of hamsters. That would that could work. I mean, but here's the problem: you won't be able to use it for like say a diesel dump truck because you need a billion hamsters.
Just get a whole bunch of them.
Jesus
We'll
Christ!
put little leashes on them and put them in front of the truck, and they can pull it.
Billion hamster power.
Problem out right here, damn it.
Wait, so HP in relationship to your car is no longer going to be horsepower; it's going to be hamster power.
Yes.
Oh shit! Cynic's figured it out.
I always do, man.
Fucking hamster power.
See, you sound crazy, but it's a fucking good idea.
But it works. Yeah, I know. My therapist says I sound crazy.
Oh jeez. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Hey, you know what, Sean? That's no joke, dude. I honestly think with a lot of the articles I've been reading over the last couple months, they're really trying to tie flat Earth in with like mental illness, bro.
Well, let's keep it real. There are some people that are mentally ill on flat Earth. Problem is that they may not know they're on flat Earth. For instance, Cynic's here is crazy. He doesn't realize he lives on a flat Earth. Yeah, but at the same time, that's what they did to people who, when they started going, the Earth isn't flat, it's spinning around. Everyone was like, "You're fucking crazy." I mean, it's no matter what it is, whatever's trending at that time, and then becomes more just mainstream, and people start realizing shit's going on. All the ones who don't realize it, or don't want to think about it, or don't want to research it, that's exactly what they say, so they don't sound wrong.
Oh, dude, here's one for you to look up. It was just posted like earlier today. You know how the UK conference is going on right now?
Yeah.
The guy that is hosting the conference, Darren Nesbitt, and not Dave Murphy. He's more of a heavyset black dude. I don't know his name. Crap. Well, those three were on a morning show in the UK, dude. This morning.
Flat Earth people?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard about that. Where is it?
Oh, and by the way, if you type flat Earth into Google right now, almost every article that pops up is about Darren Nesbitt's freaking Pac-Man theory.
Oh, jeez. Not the one you go out one end and you come out the other.
Yeah, dude.
I can't go with that one.
Oh, that dude got to be fun at parties.
Well, you know what?
Oh shit.
Either just because of what's been happening the last couple days, dude. I've been paying attention. And the other morning, at like 1 o'clock in the morning, right? I'm chatting with Poncho, and I'm looking out, and on one side I can see the moon, and it's all dark, right? And I look over behind me, and you know when you can see the sun like creeping up over the horizon, like when it first starts, and you see it like faded off in the distance. And if you really want to, you can kind of attribute it to like city lights. If you know there's like a big city over there, like it kind of looks like that. Well, that's what was going on at 1 o'clock in the morning, like almost 2 o'clock. Except I know that where I was looking, there was no big city. Like you would have to have like a major city like LA or like New York or something like that to get the sky to be that bright. And it was nuts because Jibby, you know Jibby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know Jibby. Jibby actually has been tripping out. He's been recording it with his P900 because at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, he was looking at basically like the same thing. Where it's dark and then the other side it's light, and it's just because of the time of the year, dude. That, and to me, that's not a Pac-Man thing, dude. It's not going away and disappearing somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I haven't seen what you're saying, but yeah, that whole Pac-Man theory. It's. I think someone just played Pac-Man too damn much.
Well, and you know what? It really doesn't help us when people pull up the articles and the pictures on them are Mr. and Mrs. Pac.
Yeah.
Two people says Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man.
Yeah, I just looked through there and it was like, wow, yeah, that it doesn't help at all.
Does he have a reason why he thinks this is what's going on?
I think one of the main things is trying to figure out a model.
No, but is he just throwing shit saying, hey, this could be, or does he have like, well, if I did the math and I figured that this is how it works?
He's got something like that where he's got a couple people from across the plane that they've logged the sun at different times and stuff like that. And there's a group that try to track the sun and the moon and stuff like that. But I think they might be off just a little bit.
Just a tad. I mean, I get a lot of the situations people are having with that because, for instance, what is it? There have been times where people have had like the morning sun in like Australia, and there are people in New York, or not morning, but a sun in Australia, and people in like New York are seeing it, and at the times that they shouldn't be seeing the sun.
Yeah, exactly.
But
well, no, you have two people making videos saying that it's this time.
Nope, we've had
where's
no.
this video show?
D.Marble, he's a flat earther. He actually called during one of his videos, or no, during a live stream, his buddy Rob in Australia, and they showed exactly what time it was. You know, pan down to the watch and say, "Yep, it's this time." And D.Marble in Oregon basically did the exact same thing, and you see the sun.
Yeah, no, I remember that. And dude, there's times where like I'll be in California looking at the moon. I got a friend in Pakistan, which when you look on a globe model is 12 hours away, so it should be on the exact opposite side, and they're looking at the moon also.
Yeah, see, there's a lot of those accounts that make no sense on a globe, period.
I don't think they're real.
Well, they are. That's the thing, though. They are real.
You know, well, I could do this, Sean. Me and you could hook up. We do a live stream. We record it. We show what we want to show on our ends. I take that video, I splice it together, and then I throw it up as a live stream, and people will think it's real.
Yeah, but see, people aren't doing that. For instance, D.Marble.
You can't just say they're not
okay,
doing
let's get
that.
okay. For instance, D.Marble. I know him pretty well now, and I personally do not think he would do that at all. And trust me, a lot of these live streams aren't the production level isn't very
All right,
good.
all right, give me his name. What's his name?
D.Marble.
D.Marble?
D.Marble. M-O
Marble.
or M-A-R-B-L-I or L-E.
Or Daryl.
Or yeah.
What's his YouTube name?
That's it. D.Marble.
Marble.
I was with
D period Marble, I believe.
Ah, he looks like a liar.
Jesus Christ. I understand. I have a lot of respect for them. He's part of the reason I'm a flat earther, asshole.
you have any? Oh, he's the guy I need to go yell at. Okay. Do you have any idea how long ago this was, or what the name of it was?
No. You got to scroll through.
Dude, if you type in like D.Marble and put in like sun,
okay,
that might narrow it down for you.
I have heard this before from other people. 100%
And like there's a thousand other things that we're coming up with and realizing or don't make sense.
Oh, dude, not even just that, Sean. It's I've actually kind of been digging in a little bit recently of NASA, right?
Oh, that's even worse.
I mean, dude. So I've seen the pictures, you know, in the textbooks and all that, right?
Wait, just hold it right
And now I actually went back onto NASA's website, pulled up the footage, their footage of the moon landings, and started watching it, bro. You can see through the astronauts.
Well, you know me. I like to get like the hard evidence, right? And whether these anomalies happen and people are willing to look at it or not, there are other things that are just ridiculous. I only need one video to prove my point, and that's the funny thing happened on the way to the moon. I mean,
I seen that, and yeah, dude, you were wrong.
Okay. How?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember what you said that I was like, oh yeah, that.
Okay, I'll remind you. For one, they said it takes 3 days to get from Earth to the moon. They said on day 1 or day 2 or no day 1, I'm sorry, they were halfway to the moon. And in that they said, look at the Earth in its full splendor, and they showed it, and it looked like a small Earth because they were supposed to be halfway to the moon. And then when that part was over, they took the thing out of the window, and all you saw was Earth in that window. Now, here's something that collaborates that. The ISS. There's a video out. Anyone can go look at it. Made by Vsauce. He is a glober. He's not like a flat earther trying to bullshit. He's a glober, and he explains that the ISS is so close in altitude. It's not that far out. It's not far. It's in low space orbit. It couldn't even see the edges if it wanted to. Then you can go and look at live feeds, and all you see is edge. Then he says the ISS uses fisheye lenses to give you the appearance of a round Earth.
Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know you don't, but that's because you don't want to. That's because you're a cynic.
No, because I'm sitting here trying to think of what the damn video, why you were wrong, and now.
Oh yeah, you can't.
No, because you literally told me that they did something, and when I watched the video, they didn't do what you were saying, and we need to sit down and watch the video one day.
Oh, I'd love to.
Now I'm gonna have to go back and look at it and try to remember why I think you're dumb. Thanks a lot, Sean.
I mean, I could play it right now.
Okay, this is why I know D.Marble. Do you guys know who Professor Stick is?
Yes, you are. I think we've already. I talked to you about that. I wanted him to debate. Oh, actually, I don't want him now because I don't like the guy at all. But that Mr. Grimm, he wanted to debate him about vaccines.
Oh yeah, and I couldn't get him on because he's fucking busy as hell.
Well,
and now he got like 1 million fucking subs.
Yeah, and Mr. Grimm's fucking crazy as shit now. So
that's the fun part.
Yeah, yes, that's the thing. I think the reason why that Mr. Stick guy, it's too much for entertainment. He's gonna say whatever's funny and entertaining for the moment.
okay, that's not fair, Sean. You can't judge somebody because they're trying to be entertaining.
Okay, he's
This
a
is
fucking
YouTube. That's the point of this.
he's a fucking stick figure.
Yes, he's a stick figure. So what? You're an army guy.
That's right. But
So
I don't.
you win.
Well, yes, for one.
So do you watch Professor Stick videos?
Every once in a while. I haven't in a while.
Non-flat Earth ones.
No, I've even watched the flat Earth ones.
No, I'm asking, have you watched the non-flat Earth ones?
Oh yeah. No, I used to watch them before I even knew flat Earth existed.
Oh, so do you disagree with him on the other things?
There's a few things, yeah. I disagree with them on vaccines. I just don't know. I don't know enough about them to have a debate with them, though.
Right. Well, I think he's a genius and he's right.
Well, you're a cynic and he's a stick figure. What do you expect? See how that
I think
works?
he's a kid though, which kind of scares me.
Yeah, see, exactly.
But he works with
Oh,
Beaker,
hey.
so.
So Sean, the other day, like I told you, I've been digging into NASA's crap, right? The space shuttles, right? I was thinking about that, and I was like, dude, when the hell did we really use like the space shuttles? What the hell were they used for, you know? And so I was looking into it, and first off,
it is clear from these rarely seen color television pictures that the crew of Apollo 11, high-resolution color.
My bad. I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but all right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But yeah, no, dude. So the shuttles are a joke. Secondly, those you know that big orange thing underneath the shuttle?
Fuel, the booster fuel, the fuel.
Yeah, I don't think that was full of booster fuel, bro. I think that was actually. Okay, so do you remember, like in school, doing that thing where you would tape like a straw to a balloon and put a string through the straw, and then let go of the balloon, and it would shoot across the string?
Yes.
Okay, so if you filled that balloon with helium, right, it would still do the same thing, but the balloon would be propped up. It wouldn't hang down, right?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Now, if you taped like a Hot Wheels car to it, it would drop that balloon down again, right? Like the car would be upside down, but it would still propel it across the string.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Exactly.
Dude, that orange thing is nothing but fucking helium, dude. Because when you watch the shuttle take off, it automatically flips over to where that thing is leading, and it's upside down.
But see, that's the why. Why? I mean, here's the thing. We got to remember. Hey, you got to remember. You got to remember, Uber. I do come from. I do believe in space. I don't think it. Or here's the better part. The fire that comes out of it has to be from something. And if it was helium, it wouldn't react.
Well,
the same.
no, there's no fire that comes out of that tank.
Yeah, because it releases that tank eventually after its fuel runs out. That's the main boost.
No. There's no fire. There's no rocket on that tank. Like that tank is just a tank. Like when you because they still have it. They still have one at like Cape Canaveral that you can go take pictures of and stuff. I actually have a picture of it on my computer that Carl Stenbeck sent me because he went to Cape Canaveral. When you look at this thing, dude, it looks like a bouncy house. Okay? It doesn't look solid. And Carl said that when he was there standing in front of it, it didn't look. He described it that it looked like have you ever been to like Disneyland or Disney World or any kind of like theme park?
Yeah.
You know when they have that like faux scenery?
Okay, yeah.
He said it kind of looks like that, dude.
Okay, so now
it's supposed to be a legit like traveled in space freaking rocket, dude.
Well, I do have questions about that because when they do land, you would think upon re-entry it would not be pristine clean. That's the one part I do have an issue with. Okay,
Yeah, why
so
Well,
wouldn't
I
it be?
mean, they can clean it up. That's no problem. I mean, if it's just a big tank, if it really did happen the way they said, and it came back with char marks, I mean, all they would have to do is repaint it or something like that.
okay, so right now I'm looking at I have on the screen the tank. So yeah, you're right. It doesn't have it, but that's what fuels all the rocket, all the boosters you're seeing though. Like
Yeah, there's
Well,
two
not
rockets
just that,
on each
Sean.
side.
Say it again.
Check out the magic bolt.
Magic Bull,
Bolt.
Magic Bolt.
Yeah.
But there's rockets on each side of that orange tank. The tank just holds the fuel. It's not a rocket itself.
No, I get that. I understand that.
Oh, well, you were saying like there was no flame shooting out it like there should have been.
Well, no, you were saying that. Well, I was kind of correcting what you were saying when you said that the flame's coming from somewhere.
Oh yeah,
And
I said that. Yeah. I was saying that in my brain I assumed that it was doing it that way, but you're right. But it's a massive fuel tank. Yeah, so I'm looking at Magic Bolt. I don't know who this guy is. I don't want to get a copyright. So kind of just.
Okay, can I ask a stupid question real quick? Does this theory involve a rubber band and a string to get the shuttle into space?
No, asshole.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care.
Don't you listen? It's just an analogy.
He started it with a balloon and a rubber band.
Yeah, that's called an analogy.
No, I didn't think about a rubber band draw.
A rubber band in my head.
Yeah, actually, he did.
Yep.
He didn't say rubber band. He said string and a balloon and a car. No rubber bands, and it's called an analogy. Yeah, I mean, I'm watching called Magic
John,
Bolt. This. Say it again.
You were cutting in and out there.
Right now, I'm watching. It's called Magic Bolt. Off, secret, and you.
Well, show us.
I'm not getting a copyright strike for you guys. Google it, people.
No. Here, give me a second to get upstairs. I just got back to the house. But yeah, because I saw it when I was watching the launch of the shuttle Atlantis, right? And so when I was watching the launch, I was looking at that big orange thing, right? Because they had already let go of the two booster rockets. It was just the shuttle and the big orange tank. And then after a while, the orange tank breaks off, right? Well, when the orange tank breaks off, do you realize that the only thing holding that tank to the bottom of the shuttle is a bolt about the size of your finger?
Oh, you took a last 8?
You there?
Somebody was yelling at him, so he probably ducked out. Are you looking at the Magic Bolt as like a trick?
Yeah. Well, what I saw was it's like a trick. I'm not really sure. I couldn't hear it, so I didn't get too much of it.
Yeah, no. I don't know if there's like a YouTube video about it calling it the Magic Bolt. But when I was bringing it up the other day, Jibby had said something about he knew about it through the name the Magic Bolt. He had heard about it like a couple of years ago. Here, give me a second, guys. I gotta drop off and I'll get back on. I'm gonna get on my computer, okay?
Yeah, no worries.
All right, I'll be right back.
No.
Shut up. You're such a dick. Jesus Christ. I was gonna say something. I completely forgot what it was. Oh, back to what I was talking about. The movie. Uh, I mean, we could watch. Funny thing happened on the way to the moon real quick.
Well, it's so long. I don't want to sit here and.
Oh,
we need to find like that the spot where we were talking about.
Okay, that's fine. I get it. You're scared, but whatever.
I'm not scared. I'll whoop on you. It's like 46 minutes long. You want to sit here and watch a 46-minute video?
Oh no, I got a 9-minute version.
Is it the funny thing happened on the way to the moon part 3? The moon?
No, it's
no.
I
found one. It's 10 minutes long.
Yeah, that's it. It's basically an edited version.
I'm trying to where they show the space shuttle and because I think the point of them putting the photo up there was for like just in case something happened, or maybe that was my original thought.
Well, yeah, you're gonna try to figure anything you can think of. Of course, I get it. That part. That's just...
No, it's one of those. As soon as I watched it and what you said, I went, "Oh, okay, this is retarded."
Well, I would love for you to show me because I love to see.
I'm going to, Sean.
Because right now you sound like Jessica, right?
What's that?
You sound like Jessica.
Well, if you want to go and get the 8-minute clip.
Well, it's funny that you say that because I have it right here.
Because I started to watch and see if I could run through it real quick. Because now you got me mad. Now I'm gonna whoop on you.
It is clear from these rarely seen color television pictures that the crew of Apollo 11 high-resolution color video.
All right, let me get it popped up real quick. Oh, there it is. All right, put it on the video. The screen so everyone knows what we're doing.
It's clear from these rarely seen.
I gotta watch it through your.
I can make it bigger. Hang on. Why the hell is it so damn small? I hate when it does that.
Well, no, I'm saying I can't watch it with you on this Hangout.
Oh, damn it!
I gotta watch it on your channel.
I forgot I had to share it. Yeah, you're right. You know what? This got complicated. Give me a second. God damn it!
And now it's going to be on a delay as I'm watching it. So.
Well, I can do it on the Hangouts, and actually, no, I can't do it on the Hangouts. Never mind.
We'll figure it out later.
Yeah, we'll do this another time. We'll do that.
Whoop on you.
We'll do that part another time because mainly the reason is that link is out there in the world, and if I make this link one big picture on my screen, then I have to be sitting on the exit button, and I don't want to do that. But yeah, matter of fact, we'll do that. We'll schedule like a time, and we can dual stream. I don't care. We'll do it on your stream. It doesn't matter. Debunking you is just fun. I don't have to do it on mine.
Jack Thomas.
It's probably a troll. Yeah.
At least I don't give it up the bum to the playground park. Who the fuck is he talking to?
Yeah, dude. I tried to tell you this is what we deal with on a regular basis.
It's only one guy though. I could take one guy on.
One guy? You got your mind.
It's only Jack that I can see.
Well, right now, Jack. Wait, actually, there's.
Jack, are you still there?
I got to get Felix.
Your mom's gay. Well, that wouldn't make any sense.
Hi, gay women can have babies.
Not be married.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
No, my mom was married.
So, some people feel the need to, be socially accepted.
Maybe in California, but not here in the Midwest. We're better people than them. We're honest. Are the mountains flat? No. No, mountains aren't flat. Who would think mountains are flat? That's stupid.
Trolls do.
Jack, you sound stupid, man.
Welcome to Troll Land. That's how they think.
Yeah, but it's just fun to fuck with them right back.
Yeah,
because trolls really say just the dumbest thing they can think of. So just say the dumbest thing you can think of right back to them.
We'll put it this way: you'd have to scroll a lot to find them because, as you do realize, I have a lot of mods.
Yeah. You can only see the horizon from at least 30 miles.
You're actually wrong there, Jack. There's a horizon no matter where you're at.
Yeah, that's not. Are you saying your eyes can only see 30 miles?
And that's not true either, because I have pictures and I can see a horizon from at 65 miles from where the picture is at.
Your eyeballs can see 65 miles away?
Absolutely.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Well, you probably see further. Your horizon is dependent on your elevation. And
Yeah, I know. I mean, my actual eyeballs, like I can see 65 miles.
yeah, my horizon was at 65 miles.
I thought I only could see like, maybe a mile or two.
Well, that's because you're blind, and that's because in the Midwest,
Don't talk shit about the Midwest, man. We come out there and kick your
I'm
ass.
just saying that the whole
We don't
cousin.
take shovels and kick California back into the ocean.
I'm just saying, all that cousin love. Anyway, let me get back to this Jack guy. So Jack Thomas says, learn gravity. Hey, Jack, explain to me gravity. I want to hear you talk about gravity, and then I'll explain to you why you're wrong.
Sean, are you one of those people that think gravity doesn't exist and things just stay on the Earth because of weight?
Because of mass, yes, and density, absolutely. But
so
okay,
look, spinning.
Oh, this is gonna be great. So, cynics, you do understand how gravity works in their version of it, correct?
Kinda.
Okay. Well, let me ask you something. You obviously believe in evolution.
Yep.
Okay. I do too.
Except for Jack. Jack obviously hasn't evolved yet, but yeah.
And some of your fans. But anyway. But so what they say is our universe, the Big Bang happens. What they predicted is that basically it would slow down and come to a complete stop eventually. They have recently found out that in actuality the universe is expanding and increasing in its expansion and in its
they've
speed.
known that since I was a kid.
Yeah, you must be 5 years old because it's only been about 10 years, 20 years tops.
Oh no, they've been saying. Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, you were about to say how old you are, and so with that,
no, I just didn't want to get into that argument because I don't think either one of us could prove that. So go ahead.
No, well, we can actually go online.
You said 20 years, so that's a good amount of time.
I believe it's 98 or something like that. But so with that said, that kind of disproves gravity, because here's what they've also said. The reason it kind of confuses them is that if gravity was a real force, galaxies and everything would actually be attracted to the largest mass. But in actuality, everything's expanding in all different directions. Is a force that they can't explain, and it kind of disproves that that's what's happening in our solar systems. Another one, the moon. You do know.
Hold on, before you do that, isn't the Earth going around the sun?
So
because of the gravity?
That's what they say. I believe no. First of all, here's the problem. I was about to explain that part. The problem. So they say that it's like yeah, basically it's like you spin a ball around and it has that centrifugal force where it stays to the outside. Well, there's the imaginary tether between Earth and a rope, or Earth and the sun. But my question was, shouldn't the Earth then be attracted to the sun and sucked into it? Then
we are slowly.
No, we're not.
The sun's expanding too.
No,
it's decreasing.
Yeah,
decreasing right now.
Yeah, exactly.
But it will come to a point where it expands.
No, it will actually die out. It can't expand.
That's how it dies out. It expands and explodes. That's how a sun dies.
No. It doesn't expand though. It shrinks.
Yes, it does.
Okay,
no, it expands.
Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter.
When it explodes, what happens?
Well, when it explodes, it's no longer the sun.
But what happens? Does it expand?
Well, of course. The reaction of it exploding is expansion.
Okay. It expands. I wasn't wrong. I was right.
Okay. So then, the moon is supposed to be tidally locked. Why is the moon, increasing in distance every year if it's gravity?
Well, it comes closer and it goes further away.
No. It's 3 centimeters a year. It is further away from the Earth.
But it comes closer during the year, doesn't it?
No.
Then why is the moon bigger at different times?
Closer. Think.
That's what I.
No,
You just
no,
said
no, no,
it
no, no,
didn't
no,
get
no.
closer.
And in your global version, it's moving away. In our version, it's not that. It's not doing what you believe. We're not spinning, and it's not doing an orbit around us. It just goes around us. We don't move. Earth does not spin.
Okay. But the moon still gets closer to the Earth and then moves away. That does happen, right?
Yeah. Well, yes, based on the
That's because
season.
that's why sometimes the moon is really big and sometimes it's really small.
Yeah, but that's understand that wouldn't even happen on a globe. They're like their argument.
What?
Sun, yeah, the sun. The sun. It doesn't do this. It doesn't do that when it rises and it sets. But I mean, it does. It does get closer. We do see it as smaller and bigger. The sunrise. It's just you not being able to see a billion miles away. No one's fucking Superman.
Dude, I'm lost on your argument. What are you arguing at this point?
Just you're wrong. I don't. Cynics arguing with you is impossible.
I don't know if you're saying that because we're not sucked into the sun immediately, that means gravity doesn't exist.
Well, that's one part of it.
Okay, well, you got to remember the planets are like really fucking big. So...
Yeah, but here's the thing, Cynics. Here's the problem. I know you, and because I know you, I don't want to get too engulfed in an argument because I know you. You will argue anything that is opposite of anyone. So if I was a Glober and I said the Earth is round, for shits and giggles, you'll go, no, it's not, it's flat, and then have that argument. I know you too well. It doesn't work. So I kind of jump between what you were saying.
I'm pretty sure we're both arguing something we really don't know much about.
Oh no, I have no clue. I know very little about that. As the people that do sub to me know, I don't really do very much of that talk because I don't know about the cosmos and all that shit. I just know we do live on a flat Earth, and hey, guess what? A lot of shit going on. We need to talk. We need to know, and I like talking about that stuff.
Are you willing to agree that just because scientists got it wrong that the universe isn't retracting right now, that it's actually expanding more, just because they got that wrong doesn't mean that they got gravity wrong?
Here's the reason I believe that. Science is, like I was talking about earlier, science is extremely biased. Depending on how long has that group of scientists been studying that that view of something. 20 years, 25 years, they're not going to just turn around and go, oh, I was wrong. They're going to continue to find out how to make it so they're right.
Some will turn around and say I was wrong.
Yeah, there are some. But do you believe, or I mean, doesn't it seem logical that a government-funded scientist organization is going to kind of stick to whatever that government wants them to?
Yeah, I get that. I get that there's people that will just keep lying just so they keep their job or whatever. But in science, this is the problem when it comes to science. You have other scientists that want to prove you wrong because that helps them. That makes them bigger.
Yeah, 100%.
There are scientists that are trying their damnedest to disprove Einstein and shit, but they just can't do it right now.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. There's a lot of those people that won't be heard because they don't have the money or the funding to make these things mainstream and get the word out like that. They may be able to get into a low-key journal or something, but who's reading that? Now,
other scientists.
Yeah,
the scientist community is different, man.
You're right.
They're pretty honest with each other, and when one is lying, they all kind of group up on that one guy.
Yeah, but no. See, I don't think so because it's like kind of like if a YouTuber with 1 million views, his ideas are going to be more mainstream than someone like me who has that many subs. Now, a few people may hear what I have to say, but the mainstream is going to hear that million subbed person.
Right, but okay, we're talking about science, which has kind of importance in human evolution.
It still works the same way.
A YouTube channel. That's
not
really fair.
Still works the same way.
Okay, I know you think it does. I don't think it does.
Okay,
I think there's a
is
lot more scientists
okay
that will.
is creation, creationist, is that a real thing? I mean, but not whether or not you believe it or not, but is it a science that is there? Okay, well, why is that so big? I mean,
Because it's funny.
because, no, well, seriously.
Because, well, no, really, a lot of it's because it's funny and people like to laugh at stuff like that.
Okay, but
That's why a lot of people, and don't take this wrong because you know I like you, but that's why a lot of people like to watch flat Earth stuff. They find it humorous to see people that are saying ridiculous things.
okay, but that's how we feel because you guys will listen to anything.
Yes. We like car wrecks, man. This is how it is.
What's that one? That YouTuber? Fucking annoying one. I can't stand it. Fucking, I don't even know the name. I try to forget it. Fucking has like 1 billion fucking subs. Everyone watches it, but it's just stupid shenanigans for the whole fucking time.
Yeah, you're really not narrowing it down, dude.
The fucking kitten poo or whatever the fuck, kitty poo or whatever the fuck its name is. Fuck, it's on the tip of my tongue. I don't even care. I don't even care. Just any of those stupid fucking million viewed people that just scream into the microphones and don't say one fucking word.
Yeah, I
Those
know. I've
ones.
seen a lot of them.
They're usually like 12 years old. Fucking, you know what I mean? You guys will
Yeah, they're popular because they're a train wreck.
Exactly. But here's the thing. We have scientifical things that don't make sense, and we're asking why don't they make sense, and no one will. And these people,
Okay, but you guys also will sit there and when somebody brings up the whole standing on a beach and watching a boat and
oh, okay,
watching it
that's
disappear.
perfect. Okay, that's perfect. So
okay, let me finish.
No,
let me finish.
Okay, go
Let me
ahead, go ahead.
finish my
Okay,
point.
but yeah, but see, the thing is you you'll put 10 points out there, and I
Okay,
won't,
go ahead.
and I won't remember half of them.
Okay, I understand that. Go ahead.
So the whole boat thing. Here's the problem with that. At one point, someone will say the Earth is so big that of course you're not gonna feel the curve. You're not gonna see curve because it's too big. But at the same time, a 6-foot man standing on the beach sees the horizon at 3 miles. So you're not telling me that a boat can go over this imaginary curve in 3 miles?
Okay, ask that again. That's confusing. What'd you say?
Okay.
A 6-foot man that can see three
Okay.
miles out.
Okay. If you're standing on the beach,
Yeah.
and you're 6 feet tall,
I'm
you're
6'2", but yeah.
fine, Dick. Your horizon is at 3 miles. That means the edge furthest you're seeing, the horizon, 3 miles. So this boat goes over a curve in 3 miles?
No. Of course, that's not true.
Okay, well that's
Well, now you whip out your binoculars, right?
And guess
you
what?
See it.
Okay.
And then after a while, it will disappear, and then you whip out your telescope.
Because the thing is, is the binoculars then magnifies your horizon and it becomes extended. It doesn't
and
mean
you can still see the boat.
Yeah.
I'm arguing this argument is your guys' argument, not mine.
But I'm telling you, that's exactly what happens.
But I'm trying to explain how you guys sometimes will get an answer, but you don't like it, so you just refute. You just reject it. So when somebody says, "Okay, grab binoculars," and you can see it, and then it will disappear.
Okay.
And then a flat Earth person will say, "Well, then grab a telescope, and then you could see it again."
Okay. Can you see to London with the binoculars?
No.
Okay.
Well, you can't see London with a telescope either.
Okay. It's too far. But like I said, it's only a telescope. Look, a telescope and binoculars. They only magnify what you see. You're not going to see 1 billion miles because you have a telescope. It doesn't work that way. It only magnifies what you see. That's kind of why they say they send satellites up that take pictures of other galaxies.
No, Sean, you didn't know. I'm not letting you get away with that.
What?
It's binoculars don't magnify what you see.
What?
It magnifies to the distance. You can't see as far as a magnifying glass can.
No, your eyes. Yeah, you're right. Your eyes cannot magnify essentially that far. But if I'm looking and that boat disappears, it's out of my perspective. I cannot see that far. But the binoculars magnifying that.
Okay, I thought you were saying. I thought you were saying the opposite.
Oh no,
I just get okay. Okay, so my point is, if the Earth is flat and you use a telescope, you should be able to see London, and you can't.
no, because a telescope is the same thing as binoculars on a higher magnification.
You can use a telescope and see Saturn.
Okay, if you that same Saturn is exactly the same little thing you see in the sky, just magnified. It's not, but it's not the same thing. It only Okay, better yet, it's in your peripheral. So whatever's there becomes bigger through those lenses. It's not. You're not with a telescope. You're not seeing something that's not there, and then all of a sudden you're seeing this infinite amount of distance. Like I said, can't see. If you were on top of Mount Everest, you're not going to be able to see as far. You're not going to see across the world. It's telescopes don't work that way.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. They work the same way as binoculars.
Dude, are you telling me that if I set up my stepdad's telescope, I can't look up into space and see shit that I can't see with my eye?
Yeah, look at okay. Matter of fact, get a telescope and look at Mars. Do you think Mars is going to look any different than what you're looking at when in the sky? You're going to see Mars. You're going to see a light.
No, you completely missed my point.
No, you missed the point.
Are you saying that there's nothing? No, I'm saying if I'm looking up in the sky and all the stars that I can see with my eye, then I grab a telescope. Are you saying I'm not going to be able to see more than that?
You're not. You're gonna see a light.
You're going to see what you're looking at. You're going to see a light. You're going to see what you see. You're not going to see. Okay, when you look up, you don't see the distant galaxies. If you tell a telescope out, you're not going to randomly be able to see distant galaxies.
Yes, you can.
Oh my God.
No, you're not.
No, you can't.
Have you never been to a space museum or
Yes, I
what do you
have.
call those things?
Okay.
They have telescopes where you sit your ass down and you look. And this telescope is the size of a fucking train. You can see other galaxies that you can't see with your eyeball.
Here, cynics. Check this out, bro. Because I chatting with a lot of guys like you, or
wait. Let's get one thing straight. There is nobody like him.
I just mean in general that believe that they live on a spinning ball flying through space. They all tell me that, like this telescope right here that's on my screen, this Optron, all right. They tell me that if I have this telescope, that it's not powerful enough to see like what you're talking about with like the rings around Saturn, all this other bullshit, the moons around Jupiter, all that crap.
No. You see light.
Well, so they say that we can't do enough with this. Okay, they say that I need a more powerful telescope to be able to see all that if I really want to get down to it. Kind of like what you're saying about sitting in that chair, being able to see those nice computer generated images that telescope is feeding you.
Oh my God, did you just jump to it's CGI?
Well, have you ever actually checked out?
Hold on. Did you jump to just jump to this is CGI?
Those $2,000 telescopes that you can buy, right? They run through your computer, dude. With the software program.
I'm asking a simple question. I'm just asking it. Are you telling me that that the idea is that it's CGI and they just made up what I'm looking at?
Well, you're just looking at a light in the sky, dude. And I mean, if you magnify a light, it's still a light.
Yeah. You said it was CGI.
Well, no, when they show you those nice cool pictures like this one right here of like Saturn, right? Or
I'm not talking about Saturn. No. I'm not talking about Saturn. I'm talking about shit you can't see with your eyeball. Galaxies.
Like the other galaxies, dude. You are not seeing any other galaxies. That's complete bullshit.
You just said that. That's all you're doing. You're just saying it's bullshit.
No.
Well, hang on. You know when those images that you see, that NASA.
Hold on. My kid's back up, so don't.
Yeah, no worries.
Give me a second. What happened, baby? You okay?
Here, let's try to find some real images of galaxies. What do you say, Sean?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to kind of go over with him because I don't think he realizes that the images we get from NASA aren't the images that's not. They're not giving us the real deal.
Let's see. Let's go with the Griffith Observatory.
Because my favorite one is when people show me Himawari, and it's like, you realize those yellow lines kind of just make it even more unbelievable.
Yeah, okay, so here is the images from the Griffith Observatory.
Are you screen sharing? Because I'm not seeing.
I am screen sharing. It says I'm screen sharing.
All I'm seeing is your image.
There you go. Now you presented it to me. Okay, you know what? Let me stop screen sharing and then let me go back to screen sharing and let's see if that works. Okay, now is it flipping out? What the hell? There we go. Is it now? Can you see it?
All I got is your avatar. Oh, I know why. Hang on one sec.
All right, guys. I'm sorry.
There we go. I forgot I had turned down my my bandwidth. All right.
So yeah, so there we go. Yeah.
What was I yelling at you about?
This is an image from the Griffith Observatory. Okay.
Okay.
Is this what you're talking about? These images like this? I mean, because that's really the only closest one you have coming from these guys. I mean, you could go with this one, but then you don't like the whole idea of CGI, so
Yeah, these are all. Yeah, when you're looking through a telescope, it's nothing like it is on TV, or it's just lights. It's a
well,
whole
you
bunch
see,
of
this
lights,
right here
and you got to
is
know
them-
what you're looking at.
This right here is them telling you that you're looking through a telescope right here. These little discs right here.
Yeah.
They're saying that these are all here we go. Look, that's a galaxy. There's a galaxy.
Uh-huh.
Like are you really think that that's a legitimate picture of a galaxy?
No, I didn't say it was.
Well, you just said that you can go to
Yes.
these places.
That's not what I saw. I saw a bunch of lights. Like when you
Well,
look at Saturn, all you see is a round ball with something that's going around it. It's not like you see the rocks. It's just light that you're seeing. And if you don't know what you're looking at, all you think you're looking at is a bunch of light bulbs. But when you have somebody there explaining to you, okay, man, maybe this is where you're going to say, well, they're lying to you. Explaining to you what you're looking at, you can understand a little better. But the whole point of this was how you guys don't you get an answer and you just don't like it, so you'll just say, well, it's CGI.
Well, this is CGI though.
Right, but I'm telling you that I'm not talking about that. So we're past that. And it started off the whole concept of why I started this was you guys will say how there is no curvature, and when people say, well, stand on a beach and you can see the boat, and you grab binoculars and you can see it, and you guys will say, well, once it disappears, you can just grab a telescope and you can see it, and once it disappears from that, you can just grab something even stronger and see it. But if that's true, that means you can stand on the beach and see fucking London, and you can't do that.
Well, if there was no atmosphere, in theory, you would. What causes the whole issue with the whole so
really?
Sean,
Sean, do you think
the reason why the ship disappears bottom first when it's going away from you, and why you can see it with the top first when it's coming towards you, is because when it's going away from you, the bottom part that's being distorted is the first part that is it's hitting that layer above the water, okay?
The zero angle.
And that's what's being distorted. And you can see the top part just a little bit longer than you can the bottom because it's a little bit higher off of the water.
Yeah.
And when it comes back, you're seeing that top part first because now it's just the same thing but in reverse.
Wait, hang on 1 second. Tim, how you doing, sir? It's actually been a minute.
Hey, what's up?
How you been?
How you been?
Hey, what's up, Dan?
All right. What's up, Uber? Me and Uber talk regularly.
Yeah,
I think it's called like the Fata Morgana effect.
Yeah.
But, how you been, Sean?
Pretty good, pretty good. Just I'm not sure if you had heard. Cynic, this is Dim. He's a flat earther. Dim, this is Cynic. He is a Glober, but he is a friend. So everyone just play nice.
No, you don't have to play nice. Nice is boring.
No,
I just
no,
want to know, like, from reality, Cynic.
So
anything
Sean,
that you
this
can
is
perceive
that
in
magic
reality
bolt I was telling
is
you about,
different.
dude.
Hold on, buddy.
than
There's a
what-
lot of people talking. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Actually, I was gonna say, go ahead and keep talking. I gotta step out for about 2.5 minutes, and then I'll be right back.
It's my show now.
Actually,
Let's wreck the place, right?
I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick because I trust you guys without a doubt. I'm gonna give you guys control, also, so that way if someone does come in, you guys can do something about it.
Gotcha.
Oh, how can we ruin his channel?
Good. All right, I'll be right back.
All right, Penny guy. I don't know your name. What's your name?
It's Dem.
Demont.
Demont. Okay. I'm terrible with
Democ.
names, so I'll probably call you Penny.
All right, that works. A lot of people do. Little kids call me Penny Man. Yeah. But simple. But like reality, in reality, everything you perceive is the exact opposite of what they tell you is the reaction that they're trying to get with their math and their theories and their gravity and all this. Like, because what are you breathing right now? Like, if you go fishing right now over the water, what are you in? You're in air. You're breathing air, oxygen, nitrogen. Whatever the mixture is. You know what I mean? You're breathing air, right? There is no great vacuum connected to where you're at. There is no this crazy going on of like between the earth and the fucking space. There's an atmosphere. We're in the atmosphere. So being connected in the atmosphere, there is no seal between the atmosphere and what would be considered a total vacuum. That's impossible. So like if you can't have that and when you experience everything in the air, like we get in our car, the wind blows past us and everything, right? So now if you can't go to any lab anywhere, any science museum, any science place, anywhere, and see a ball of water floating in the thing with like a rock or a ball with a layer of water evenly flowing around it with like a little boat or something or a little train going around, anything, I'll take either or. You can't see that happen in reality. I asked everybody about it. I'm like, where can we go see this happen? Where can we see how this shit supposedly works in reality?
Okay,
And
you gotta
can't.
be lost. What are you talking about? What water?
The earth is supposed to be 75% water, 25% land, right? So I'm going by the water base since it's mostly water. Water's always level, so the earth has to be flat, right? And if
No,
everything we
water is
perceive,
never level.
it's always level.
The
And we
ocean's
perceive,
the ocean's not level.
yeah, it
There
is.
guy's
Why do you call it
waves.
sea level?
Wait. Okay.
It's not.
So
It's called sea
Yeah.
level, right?
Do
The
Or am I
ocean doesn't
mistaken?
have
waves
waves.
exist?
Dem, you have
Uh,
to. Okay, Dem. He's gonna be one of these guys. You have to completely specify, dude. Water at rest.
Okay,
is-
can you go into a lab and show me, or any flat earther, a ball of water spinning around the fucking rock, staying to it? You see what I'm saying? And spinning while you can put little things on it to scale. Make it any size you want. Small, big, macro, micro. If it doesn't work on a macro scale or a micro scale at the same time, it doesn't work at all.
Doesn't the
And
Earth have like some kind of force field around it?
force field?
Yeah, they
What do
like
they
to say
call
that
it?
there's a force field called gravity around it.
No,
Might be
no,
some
no,
kind of
no.
electromagnetism. I don't think the Earth's got no force field, no.
Okay,
Oh,
it's
you're
not
talking
Star
about the Van
Wars.
Allen belts?
You understand when the sun spits shit at us and it hits our outside of Earth, and that's why we get the northern lights.
Yeah, but where do you, regardless
Okay,
of
so
that, I
you
asked you a
understand.
question about the ball of Earth that we can see in
I
a
know,
lab.
I know. I'm getting to your point, but we
Okay.
have like that. We have some type of Van Allen belt is what they call it, but
this is what you're talking about, right? Since
Yeah.
Cynics?
Does that not affect anything to the Earth?
Well, okay, so if you want to get into these Van Allen belts, these deadly belts of radiation that we're told, right? Because that's where all the radiation from the sun gets trapped, and that's where we're protected, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Well, okay, so this is like halfway between us and the moon, right?
I have no idea.
Well, so when the astronauts left to go on their mission to the moon, right? They would have had to have flown through these deadly bands of radiation right here.
They go through smaller areas, and yeah.
Well, can you
It's the
point out
moon
on
argument.
here? Can you point out on here where that smaller amount would be? Because
They
the
say
only
it's
way
up
that
top. They say it's
exactly
like
would be at the pole. But you know what? That's actually not where these rockets say that they shoot out. For one,
They leave around the warm spot around
yeah, they
Florida.
usually leave around the middle. Because if they left at the top, then they would have to course correct to get to the moon, which is orbiting around the side right here. So now you have a bigger problem because now you have rockets that need to be able to maneuver in.
No. You're using an assumption that they can't go through anything, and they're
Well,
saying that it's not as bad as you're acting like it is. That's the argument. You guys say you can't. They can't do it. They're saying yeah, you can.
Well,
And I'm
okay,
not a scientist, so I have no idea.
Okay, well, have you ever looked at the Guinness Book of World Records or like any facts of like who breaks records and what speeds are broken?
Yeah.
How come rockets and satellites aren't on there?
Of what?
How come it's a jet that breaks the speed barrier and not a rocket when a rocket goes faster than the jet?
You'd have to talk to them what their qualifications would be.
But you see what I'm saying?
Okay,
How come when you shoot,
I understand
how come,
what you're trying to say, but I'm not going to accept
and you still
that.
never answered about the science about
Yeah,
seeing
because
a
you jumped
ball.
into something
Where
new.
can any little kid see a ball of water spinning on a rock, around a rock, mud, whatever you want to put in the middle, and put water on it and let me see it spin while it levitates in the air, because we're all breathing air. This shit's supposed to be happening in air. Gravity is happening in air. So when you
But
can't take a
you're trying
lemon,
to act like the
no,
Earth is
I'm
a
telling you,
water
reality is
drop.
we
No,
are in
you're trying
air.
to tell me that the Earth is a water drop.
Okay, would you
It's
put a
not.
baby? I didn't say anything about a water drop, not at
You
all.
did. You just said a ball of water.
I said take a rock.
You said take a ball of water and put a rock, have a rock go around it.
No, I said take a rock equivalent to what Earth would be, and then the water, which would be equivalent to what the ocean is, to scale. You understand that?
Well,
And
that's not
then
what you
have them
said.
spin right in front of you. And while they do, put a little baby boat on there too to scale. And let's see it go up and around the fucking thing from the bottom. Not possible.
What?
Okay, so
Get on a merry-go-round. Spin yourself. Don't hold on. Go to the fair. Get on a fucking a roller coaster that's not connected. If gravity works so good like you guys say, it would work everywhere, not just where it picks and chooses, right?
Jim, I think
You
you're
went
just.
from propulsion to gravity.
Okay,
If they
let's take
can't
this.
make a model
Let's
of
take this
Earth
baby steps at a
for
time.
you to
Dim.
see, then it's not possible to tell you about it in reality. All they can show you is a picture. Have you ever seen any reality of this bending water? Have you ever seen any reality or action of gravity?
Jim, let's take this baby steps at a time, bro. Let's try to answer his questions, not throw stuff at him. Let's try to answer his questions. Like he was talking about the Van Allen belts, right? And he just made a claim right now that flat earthers say that we can't get through the Van Allen belts, but NASA and those guys do, right? Cynics, I'm not misrepresenting what you were saying, right? Right. Okay, so with that being said, here is a video from the Orion project. Are you familiar with the Orion project?
No.
This is their project of them wanting to go to Mars. This is NASA's project, okay? So here's their explanation from one of their scientists / engineers, okay, talking about the Van Allen belts. All right?
We are headed 3,600 miles above Earth, 15 times higher on the planet than the International Space Station. As we get further away from Earth, we'll pass through the Van Allen belts, an area of dangerous radiation. Radiation like this can harm the guidance systems, onboard computers, or other electronics on Orion. Naturally, we have to pass through this danger zone twice, once up and once back. But Orion has protection. Shielding will be put to the test as the vehicle cuts through the waves of radiation. But Orion has protection. Shielding will be put to the test as the vehicle cuts through the waves of radiation.
But Orion has protection. Shielding will be put to the test as the vehicle cuts through the waves of radiation.
Sensors aboard will record radiation levels for scientists to study. We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space. We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space.
We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space.
Okay, so that's NASA saying that they need to figure out what to do with the
Dude, that's not saying that they don't know how to do it. They said that they had to figure it out. As in, we had to figure it out.
That
so
means they never have.
No,
to
it's
this point.
How did you get they never figured it out from that?
Hold
Tell
on.
me where they said
If me and
we
you
haven't
never
figured
figured
it
out how to pull a rabbit out of our ass, how could we do it until we figure it out, right?
He was
Do you
saying
understand that?
before.
No, listen to me real quick. Can you understand anything
Yeah, it's
regular?
a rabbit. Yeah. We got a rabbit. Dude, turn
Okay.
Okay,
So
look
could
at
you do that until you
right
learn?
here.
No.
Quote for word for word, his words. We must solve these challenges before we send people
Any
through
man,
this region
anywhere
of
through this
space.
region.
Yeah.
That means nobody went to no
Before-
moon.
it
Nobody
doesn't.
went anywhere.
Where did you
Yes,
learn your comprehension skills?
We must solve these challenges.
Yes,
So what
NASA
part am I
had to
missing with
solve
that?
the challenges to get through the radiation belt.
What year was that?
No, it's a dude.
What year
it
was that,
says
Uber?
We must solve these challenges.
Right. What year is he saying that?
Let's see. What year was
2017,
you guys are
10,
totally,
16.
no, wow, you guys are really misrepresenting this. Like bad.
So 1972, they supposedly went to the moon, didn't? And any other time before, this dude talked about going, and they didn't have the ability
you're
to
totally
go.
misrepresenting this.
No,
He's
you
not
are.
saying no. Okay, you show me where he said we don't know. We didn't know how to do that. We don't know how to do that.
That's exactly what he said. What are you talking about? Show you where he said it. You can't hear him say it?
Go ahead. Go show me.
He said it in English, man.
Go do it then.
He repeated it
He
in
said
slow
we must-
motion.
Yeah, he repeated, we must figure this out.
Meaning,
okay, so
they haven't figured
Meaning
it out.
NASA had to figure out how to get through the.
No,
the
it means they
radiation.
need to figure it out right now.
No, if you say we must figure this out, dude, that means that you haven't figured it out yet. That means you have to figure it out to be able to do what you want to do. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
So if you told your son we need to figure something out on how to do this, you expect him to know how to do it already, and he's already done it 10
Is that
times.
really? Come on, dude. This
That's
is-
what you're saying. You're saying we went to the moon before we figured out how to go to the moon. I don't understand what you're saying.
I understand you don't understand. The guy
You
was
have a
just-
son, right?
the guy
And when you
was
say a sentence to
explaining-
him and you say,
I
"Hey,
can do
son,
this too. can just
I
sit here
haven't
and
figured
talk
out
and
how to
talk
make
and
you a
talk. I'm
sandwich."
very good at it. The guy was
I mean,
saying,
you're saying like idiocracy.
that's fine. Let me finish my idiocracy. The guy
right.
was saying, as NASA, we have to figure out how to do this. He wasn't saying, as NASA, we haven't figured out how we're doing this. He didn't say we don't know how to do this. He said we had to figure out how to do this.
And what year did he say that in?
Who
That
cares
year's
what
way
year?
past.
He is
Listen
talking
to
about
me.
we as in NASA, not we as in people that live in 2012.
How are you to say that?
Because I'm
You
very
didn't
good
write
at
that script that he
comprehend-
read off of.
Right, but I'm very good at comprehension.
No, unless you wrote the script, then you don't know what the hell you're talking
Well, then
about. You're
unless
just
you
putting
wrote
words
the
on the
script,
paper.
Unless you wrote the script,
No,
you
I'm taking
can't.
it word for word.
No, you literally are not.
Word for word.
What's row?
He is the main person to tell you the technology of what they're supposed to be doing. And
What
if he
is
says
row?
we haven't figured it out yet, What does that
What
mean?
what does row mean?
What does we haven't figured it out yet?
We, NASA. He didn't say we
Well, when
haven't figured
he
it out.
says we, he means everybody that has to do with NASA because he is the spokesman for them.
What does row mean?
The upper stage of the rock.
What does row mean?
Yeah, give me a definition of row.
Like row as in R-O-W?
Row. Just give me a definition of row.
Like a row of
Exactly. There's a lot
we.
of different. There's a lot of different rows.
Well,
out
some
there.
words don't work
So you
that
don't
way,
know
buddy.
what I'm talking. See, so words are different.
The
You gotta be
word
able-
we haven't figured it out yet. It's very, 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 very what it is. There's only one way to put that.
Well, Dim,
You're just pretending
quit,
right now.
Dim, you need to quit quoting him wrong, dude, because he says we must. Here.
Exactly, but they haven't figured it out. He's saying we
He
need to
doesn't
figure
say
it
that,
out, and he's saying it in a year that doesn't work. Play the other one. Play Don Pettit when he says, "I'd love to try to go to the moon or Mars, but we don't have the technology."
He was talking. The guy was talking about how
He said we don't have the technology to go to the moon or Mars. This is
He
the whole
was-
other guy speaking for
Right.
NASA.
the guy was talking about how we have to get to Mars. So he's given an explanation to people that don't understand what the fuck is going on. So he's explaining to them that there's this radiation belt around us, and we have to figure out a way to get through that.
Problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we.
Okay. So this is Don Pettit. Okay. He was a NASA astronaut already. And this is him telling you that we no longer have the technology to go to the moon.
Between the lines. Take a listen. I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again. But going to
Yeah,
Mars,
right.
the
That's the biggest crock of
one
shit.
of the next series of steps that humans do. The first step should be going back to the moon for a number of technical reasons and exploration reasons, and then after that, Mars, maybe high orbit in Venus atmosphere, maybe going to Europa. There's all kinds of.
Have you ever heard of the Coriolis effect?
Like,
Sammy?
I mean, there's a Dim, one at a time, dude. Come on.
Okay.
So there's a NASA astronaut telling you that we no longer have the tech to go to the moon. Even though, so they're really actually telling us that we're not smart enough to be able to figure it out again.
Come on, is that what you took out of that?
Well, okay, so we got a team of geniuses, but yet, okay, so in 1969,
Do you understand that guy said that we went to the moon?
No, that guy said we had technology, but we
That
destroyed
we
it.
went to we have to go back to the
No,
moon.
he said we have technology and we destroyed it.
Are you telling? Okay, go to the
Play it
part where
again.
he says we have to go back to the moon.
he said I'd go back to the moon in a nanosecond. So I
If I
understand
could.
what you're saying. I get that.
Okay,
But-
so and now you guys are saying that we didn't go to the moon. So you don't. So you believe him on one part, but you won't believe him on the other part, right? Is that where we're at
you
right
see-
now?
No, you see, I don't believe the guy. Period. I think he's a fucking liar. I think everything that's coming out of his mouth is a lie. But you see, you believe it. You believe that we went to the moon, and I'm showing you contradictions in NASA's
No, you're
story.
not.
Is all I'm doing.
No, you're showing me somebody who said something that's very vague, and we're not sure exactly what he meant by it. Does he mean
What
that
do you
we
mean
like?
very vague?
Does
I
he
would
mean
go
that?
to the moon in a nanosecond, but we don't have the technology. We destroyed that technology, and it's
Exactly.
a painful process to bring it back.
Yeah, okay, so you
What is
understand what he said? We tore all that shit apart that we needed to go to the moon, and we just don't want to build it back together.
Well, no, actually, they didn't tear. They didn't just tear it apart. Apparently,
said.
they
He said he
copied
destroyed
over
it.
the telemetry data.
But they destroyed it, right?
Well, but the
Well,
thing
they
is,
said they lost it
okay,
all.
so
Then he
if
says they
had the
destroyed it.
technology- If they had the technology and the know-how back then, okay, Why? What's wrong with now? We
I
have
think
better technology
no,
now.
no. What I think he's saying is that we don't have the physical stuff anymore.
We
We
have
have the
better stuff
mathematics.
now.
What's that?
We have
Right,
better.
but it's not actually built.
We
You know, they have to build specific things to go to the moon. They don't just build Land Rovers everywhere every other day.
well,
They would have to
apparently-
build it
actually,
specifically.
They've been
you know
getting
what?
$280 billion
You know what?
to
China
build whatever
does.
they
Here,
need
you know what? Check
since
this out.
1947.
Have you
Why would
seen the
they?
buildings that NASA has?
What's
You
that
know, they
mean?
have a building that's so large
And
that
what's
it
that
actually
mean?
they have a
What's
building
that mean?
that's let me finish, Smarty. They have a building so large that it actually has clouds. You know how expensive it is to run a facility like that?
Actually, you know, they have
Pretty easy.
make clouds in your house.
Pretty easy. No, Sean, stop. This guy is ridiculous.
No, hang on.
All you got to do
Wait,
is
wait.
have a group of people, and you say, "Hey, man, do you guys want to build something?" And if they say, "Yes, we do," that's how easy it is to build anything.
But-
Now,
but-
what?
That's retarded.
Or better yet,
How much do you think it costs to run a mansion a year? Just a mansion.
well, you do know that we give them $56 million a day.
I know. I'm explaining to him why it's so much.
Yeah, and if with that kind of a bankroll, you can do anything like make a moon landing.
And that's only what the community. That's not including all the other stuff they get, all the other money and pool and whatever else.
Investors and all nine. I mean, you got to remember. Here's the thing.
Okay, hold on. We're totally getting away from the conversation here. The idea is that the guy said that we destroyed it, as in we dismantled the stuff that we needed. He's not saying that we can't go back there. Do we agree on that at least?
As what
All
he's
I know
what
is
the guy.
whoever chose that guy as a spokesman for NASA done lost their mind in the first place.
I thought you said he was an ex-NASA guy.
He is. He was. He's supposed to
Okay,
be
then he was.
the fucking number one engineer there now. Like he wasn't. He was an ex-astronaut, and then they changed him to engineer.
Well, if you're an astronaut, the chance you're an engineer, anyways.
Well, here,
yeah.
So I was outside. I was listening to what you guys were saying on my phone, and when you guys were talking about the Van Allen belts, here's a thing about the Van Allen belts that you gotta understand, cynics. And before they went to the moon, I'm sure you know Project Starfish, where they were shooting the nukes up.
Yeah, how fucking stupid is that?
Yeah, well, the reason they were doing that, and there's videos of them talking about this. The reason they did that is to try to punch holes in the Van Allen belt for the means of getting through the Van Allen belts. But obviously, they realized that shooting nukes into a radiation-filled area would only increase the radiation.
Yeah.
I mean, and then there's like Nim was saying, there is videos of them saying now that they have to figure out a way to get through the Van Allen belts, and it's not we're trying to figure out a way to get through it, and we've done it before. It's them saying we have to figure it out. Here's the thing,
Dude, is it the video that other guy just showed me?
I didn't see the video, but here's the thing. If you go and look up
That's
what
comprehension problems, not
no,
what they were saying.
if you look up what the Apollo missions, the shuttles were made out of, it'll become very clear to you that they didn't have enough protection to get anywhere near even the lowest aspects of the Van Allen belt. Not to mention,
yeah, no, that's you saying they didn't. That the astronauts and NASA say they did.
No, actually,
nope, they didn't.
Well, hold on. Do you think an astronaut can put on an astronaut suit and go mess with a nuclear like plant and like go in there and work in the suit?
I'm pretty sure it's totally different.
And here's the other thing.
How is that for radiation?
Okay,
Dude, there's different levels of God.
Okay, yeah, okay. Cynic, I got a question for you. Okay, so let's just say they went through the Van Allen belt. Let's just pretend. Now you
let's pretend. I like pretending.
Okay, so you understand that solar flares are a whole different story, correct? You understand that the Van Allen belts, quote unquote, is what protects us from getting hit with these solar flares.
Yeah, it's our force field.
Exactly. Okay, so once you leave the Van Allen belts, aka going to the moon, What is stopping that same radiation from destroying an Apollo shuttle?
Well, you would have to get hit by one.
Okay, you do understand that these things are constantly we're
You
bombarded
understand
by
space
these.
is really fucking big, right?
Yeah, I do, 100%.
Okay, so
Now I'll get real technical with you. So let's just say they mythically dodged all these solar flares. So
mythically, okay.
yeah, I like that mythically.
I like that word too.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw some numbers out. I'll try to be slow. So here we go.
Okay, be slow.
They to leave Earth's atmosphere have to travel 17,000 miles an hour, give or take. Once they do that, so the Apollo they leave Earth's atmosphere. They do an orbit and they slingshot off Earth's orbit and gain speeds to 24,000 miles an hour. This is what they did to get to the moon. Now, at 24,000 miles an hour, if they were orbiting Earth, they would slingshot themselves out of Earth's orbit. They no longer would be able to stay orbiting, correct? Right? Dennis, you there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm on.
Oh, yeah.
Myself. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so in that 24,000 miles an hour, there's no friction in space, so therefore they're going to continue that speed. Now, they get near the moon, and at that point, they now have to slow down enough for the moon's gravity to grab them, to be able to orbit the moon, therefore to launch the lunar lander. Correct?
Okay.
Okay, so understand that speed is then at 5,000 miles an hour. So they have slowed down somehow because there's no wind resistance. So it's not like they can put flaps up. They've gone from 24,000 miles an hour down to 5,000 miles an hour just for the moon to be able to grab them in its mythical gravity. At that point, they have to slow down enough to orbit the moon, which is now 3,000 miles an hour. So they've done this. They've figured out a way to mythically stop 21,000 miles an hour and orbit the moon. They land, they take off, they reconnect, and then which is another thing because there's no atmosphere, so I don't understand how they were able to thrust back up to that orbiting shuttle doing 3,000 miles an hour, and then somehow orbiting the moon, slingshot back to Earth and re-enter. My question would be, how do you do that in the same amount of time it takes to get there to get back? You understand that it took them 3 days to get there and 3 days to get back. Now, how would you get back to the 24,000 it took them to get to the moon?
How do you get back up to the speed? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Hello?
Well, yeah. I mean, I want to know how they. I want to know
I
how
don't
they.
know. I'm not a scientist, but when they slingshot themselves around the moon, how much speed do they pick up from that?
Well,
when the gravity of the moon throws them out.
Well, if they traveled at 24,000 miles an hour and it took 3 days, I would wonder how it would take them 3 days to get back.
If 24,000 miles is what the Earth's gravity slingshotted them in, then 1/4 of that is what the moon's would be able to slingshot them in. Here's the thing.
What,
if
do you
the
know
Earth is
that, or
moving,
you just
hold
say
on,
that
hold on.
because it sounds
No,
right?
that's what they say.
The moon is 1/4 the size of Earth.
I know. I'm just asking a legitimate question. Do you know
Okay,
that?
I'm gonna answer this real quick.
Because you know
You're gonna
you're a
answer it
scientist,
for me.
or is it because it just sounds like it should be like that?
If he just told you it's going 24,000 miles an hour, it's supposed to go around the Earth like once or twice, slingshot to the moon, right? It builds up to 24. It's 24,000 miles an hour. That's what we've been told by NASA. This isn't my numbers. I don't make these numbers up.
100%
From NASA only. Listen. So if the moon is 1/4 the size, then it would only seem to reason to me that it would be 1/4 the variable speed that you could get from that, right?
Okay.
Does that
So-
make sense?
Like
Okay.
I said,
Now
just
listen.
that's
Hold
what it
on. He
sounds
forgot
like,
one
go ahead.
thing. The Earth is traveling 666,000 miles, while spinning 1,000 miles, while going through the universe and the Milky Way and like going like almost 1,000,000 miles and then 440,000. Like,
So is
so
everything
how did
else.
this? Yeah. So how did this rocket catch back up to this
Because
Earth?
everything's moving at the same speed. What are you talking about?
Huh?
Oh, are you one of these people that think
Everything's moving at the same speed.
Hold on. Are you one of these people that think
That doesn't even make no sense.
that the world isn't
You said
rotating?
everything in the galaxy's moving at the same speed.
Wow, you are really hard at listening. Are you one of these people that think
Well, I'm still asking you about something you just
like if
said
you jump up
because I
in
don't
the
get what
air
you just said. Now you're
that
talking about something different.
the Earth will
Let's go
move?
back to what you just said. You said everything in the
Is that
galaxy
where you're at
is
that?
moving at the same speed,
So
right?
you think that you're standing on Earth and you jump up in the air and the Earth will
I
move
think that you
underneath
can
your
shoot a
feet
cannonball
and
up
then
in the air and the
you'll
cannonball can
fall
come right
down
back down
and
into
you'll
the
fall
cannon you
down from
shot
the
it out of.
distance of that speed?
I think
Is
fireworks
that
would
what you
not
want
work
to do?
on
You
a
want to sit here
spinning
and just
planet
talk
that's
over
spinning
each
3
other,
different speeds
or
and
you want to
wobbling.
shut up and listen?
You wouldn't be able to watch the fireworks.
Okay, so you wouldn't be able
You
to.
wouldn't be able to shoot a bullet up in the air and then it come back down and hit you in your head
That's not how it works.
if the Earth was spinning. Oh, that is exactly how it works.
You think you shoot a gun up in the air and it comes down directly straight down?
It can.
Oh, this is over. This is ridiculous. This is stupid at this point.
Cannonballs have shot a cannonball up in the air and the cannonball came right back down into the fucking cannon that shot it out. What do you mean this is ridiculous?
You show me that. I would love to see that.
Well, you have to go back to some reels that have it. I'm pretty sure you can find them on your own. But what I'm saying
I'm
is,
just curious.
how does this work though? How do fireworks that are baby rockets that get shot up and sit right there while you're where you're at? They go straight up in the air, right? And if the Earth is spinning 1,000 miles an hour and you're shooting something at a certain speed straight up, would it not end up in China and you be able to see it in China, not here anymore?
So who here,
I don't
Sean
get it.
and the other person, who thinks that you can shoot a bullet straight up in the air and it will come straight back down into your gun?
I don't know, back
I
into
said
the
hit you in
gun.
your head. I didn't say in your gun.
Okay.
I said a
Hit you in your head.
cannonball and a
Who
cannonball
believes? You said a bullet. You said
barrel.
you shoot a gun
That's
up
way
in the air
bigger
and the
than a
bullet will
gun
come down
barrel.
and hit you in the head.
Way
That's exactly
bigger.
what you said. So who
You
believes
understand?
that? Deshaun, do you believe
What do you
that?
mean? Who believes that?
Okay, I want to show you something, Cynics. So,
Sean, do you believe that? Sean,
Stuff
could you,
yeah,
can get
no,
shot up and hit your
no,
neighbor
I
in
do
the
believe,
head.
I do
could
believe
you
that.
just
Yeah,
answer
it could
a
happen.
simple question?
It could happen. Yeah. I mean, it would
Really?
be, it'd be a 1 in a billion chance, but yeah, it could happen.
I didn't say in the barrel, but if you want to be that technical, anything's
So,
possible.
or actually, let me go ahead and I'm going to share it on the Hangout. So,
Well, you tell your kid nothing's possible, and he'll be a real smart kid.
okay, let me show you something, Cynics, because this is what we're talking about. Because you asked us if we knew it, or is this what scientists say?
No, I asked him, not you.
Well, in general, but look, I'm going to show you something.
No, there's a point where I asked him, not you.
Okay.
You're reasonable. You understand things. You can comprehend what I'm saying. I don't think he can.
Do you see?
Well, I think he's more angry, so he just wants to fight.
You see? Why the hell is this not? Okay, here we go. Present to everyone.
No.
Can you see my screen now?
It says XSplit. XSplit broadcasting.
I think you're still
To
presenting.
enable virtual camera output, start XSplit broadcasting.
Why isn't it showing my screen? It says I'm presenting.
Because you said the bullet would come down back and hit you in the head. That's why. The computer's pissed at you at this point.
It can.
Come on, dude. It. Okay. If I do it
Do you know that
100,000
the Earth
times,
wobbles and it's supposed to wobble away from a bullet? The speed that the bullet goes, the bullet is supposed to be wobbled away from by the Earth and then wobble back, and then it hits its target. That's supposedly how this works.
okay. So if I shoot it 100,000
That's how
times,
it's supposed to work on the
if
Earth.
I shoot
That
if I
with
shoot it up
spinning.
if I shoot it up in the air 100,000 times, how many times will it come back down and hit me in the head?
It just depends on which time you
you
shoot
have
the
to- so
trajectory.
I
right?
did say 1 in a billion.
Yeah, I know you did.
Sounds
I'm
good
talking
to
to
me.
him. I don't think
Sounds
he's
good to me.
he's not like honest. Sean, you're an honest person. You'll take an argument and you'll hear it out. This guy already has the answers, and that's the end of it. That's the answer, and that's the problem I have with a lot of conspiracy theory people in general.
Why is a roller coaster connected to the track when it's lighter than a train, but a train's not connected and it's supposed to be going around the ball? But a roller coaster is just going up and down a track.
Because a roller coaster has more turns and sharper turns. Oh my God, are you serious?
Well, why isn't gravity holding it on? Why can't a train do that? Why can't you make a train do that then?
Dude, you gotta go back to math, man.
Show me a train do some fucking roller coaster stuff.
You sound ridiculous.
And then I'll believe that gravity holds that train down to the ground.
When a train comes to
you
a
know
trend,
what had happened? The train would fall right the fuck off.
You know what? When a train comes to a curve, they got to slow down, right?
You know why? Because gravity doesn't exist and nothing's holding that train there but the train's weight. And once the train turns or goes down or goes up, it'll fall right off the tracks.
You go out in public and talk to people.
Do you picture trains going around from the bottom of a ball when a train needs 5 cabooses just to go straight on a flat track? You think that'd be possible for a train to go around a ball? Can you show me this in anywhere?
So you think the Earth is like a ball?
If you can show me in reality any of this shit happening the way they explain it,
don't you?
I know that you can't show me
ridiculous, dude.
a damn thing that NASA tells you or science tells you compared to reality.
Yeah, I know
you can't do it. Not possible. None of them.
I know you think.
What's gravity? How come Neil deGrasse Tyson doesn't even know what gravity is?
Do you have a therapist?
Huh?
You have a therapist?
That's not an answer to any question I asked you.
Oh, it is. It really is.
Why do they call it sea level if it's a ball? Why wouldn't they call it sea ball? Or sea round? Well, I mean, I'm asking you, why do they call it an airplane if it doesn't fly over a plane? Why don't they call it an air globe?
These are jokes, right?
I'm just telling you. No, it's true. It's sea level. God. Have you ever seen water ball up or bend?
How old are you? In your 20s, 30s, 40s?
Can you show me any bendy water of any sort?
Bendy
frozen
water?
Yeah, a ball of water. Bending water.
Yeah, I can freeze water into a ball.
You can freeze water into a ball. You're shaping the water.
Are you?
I want the water to shape itself.
Oh, come on.
Into a ball. I want you to pour the water out into the air and it form a ball. And start spinning.
Are these arguments? Do you think these are arguments?
Oh yeah. If a lab
Sean,
with
you really
208 listen, if I gave you $280 billion every year for the last how many every year since 1947, think about that amount of money, 200 billion. Think about what a billion was back in the 40s, and they were getting that amount, right? And they have nothing to prove a ball of water can spin the way they claim the Earth does. If there was a model that we could perceive and go look at it, and test it, and see it, and prove it, then I would understand and I would believe it, and I'd be on your side 100%.
The model.
But until then all we got's cartoons, Mickey Mouse, fucking leprechauns, Santa Claus, unicorns.
Okay, why are they
butterflies
lying?
and chalkboards?
Why are they lying then?
Because they're fucking ridiculously retarded. Do you even know who the people are that you're talking about? Why are they lying?
My mind. That is the most amazing, well thought out.
Do you know anything about the Bushes?
Can you answer my question yet? Why are they lying?
Why are they lying? I'm going to tell you. You have to answer these couple questions about these family members real quick.
Okay.
And I'll tell you a little bit about why they're lying. Okay.
Do
you know anything about the Bushes?
Like President Bushes?
Yes, sir.
What about them?
Okay. The number one grandfather Bush was the main funder of most of the Nazi shit. He was the main funder of one of the war things and paying the Nazi part, like helping them get all their shit, funneling them money. And he was the director of the CIA of the United States at the time. So our CIA agent, right, director, was giving money to the Nazi party. And then when we went to war with them, they brought about 350 of their scientists over here. And that started NASA, not Americans, a group of Nazi people at wartime that you're supposed to be at war with and you're supposed to be killing, right? But no, we bring them over here and give them $280 billion a year. Warner von Braun, Jack Parsons, Aleister Crowley was one of them, and he's not even a fucking scientist of any kind. He's just a Satanist.
What?
A Luciferian.
Hold on.
Aleister Crowley, his daughter is Barbara Bush. She is married to Bush Sr.
Oh my God.
The son of Prescott Bush, the grandfather that was the director of CIA. And then both of his sons became president. his son, and then he has Jeb as his other brother. Now, when you know the people that started NASA and they're fucking sickos, and you hear this, they eat shit, they fucking have orgies with dudes, ladies, cows, goats, fucking, it doesn't matter. They kill people, they do dumb voodoo type shit. They're fucking weirdos. All the shit that the half of them dudes said, they said it, and all that they played tapes and they recorded themselves saying crazy shit. I mean, just out of this world, dude. Sickos. Now you tell me why some fucking sick, retarded people would tell us some lies. I don't know.
Bush
It's beyond a regular mind.
Come on, man, this is retarded.
Huh?
Aleister Crowley's daughter was not Bush. Oh my god, that's
What?
something that was literally put on the internet. Like
Bro,
somebody
they're
just started
fucking
that
twins.
rumor
What are
and
you
people
talking?
just
They're
believed it.
identical twins. What do you mean?
They're
There's
Aleister
no,
Crowley and Barbara Bush are identical twins.
when you look at their pictures and put them together, yes, you can tell that's his daughter. If you can't, there's something wrong with your eyeballs.
Okay, so your proof is they look alike.
No, my proof is Jack Parsons and Aleister Crowley. They had a girlfriend, and one of them had a baby with the bitch, and the baby's name was Barbara, and that turned out to be Barbara Bush. So either Jack Parsons or Aleister Crowley is the father of the fucking bitch, but it has to be Aleister Crowley because Jack Parsons is really tall and skinny, and Aleister Crowley looks just like her, and he's fat and bald and stocky. She's big. She's a big old bitch.
Sean, this is why people will never take your channel serious when you have people like this on.
You're crazy.
This dude's insane.
No, you're insane. Have you looked any of it up? You're just calling me insane.
Yes, I have looked. I've actually Aleister Crowley is something I looked into many years ago, and I remember this.
And you don't know that Jack Parsons was with him and took his woman and started Rocketdyne, the Rocketdyne Institute.
That's up Bush. That's not.
And then the Von Brauns, also the Warners, started Warner Brothers Television.
Okay.
Okay, so all your fucking information is coming from fucking NASA through TV, radio. It's been one group that starts the other groups. Then you get a little private group paid by them.
Made something up and then connected it to something that exists.
No, and Walt Disney's connected to them also.
You did. Okay, where can I go find this proof that Aleister Crowley's daughter is Barbara Bush?
Just put it in the search.
I did, and it laughed at me. It said you're retarded if you think that.
Yeah, right. You're funny. It probably blew your fucking computer up with all the information.
Would think
yeah, right. Your computer's probably running slow right now.
According to the internet, that's what all these reports are. The internet says. Nobody. They have pictures with her and somebody else next. You just sit here and watch YouTube videos, find the craziest things, and just believe it.
I believe that Prescott Bush was the grandfather of Bush, and then Bush was the father of Bush Senior, and then like Junior, and then like Jeb was his brother. What the hell are you talking about?
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I don't even know where you're calling.
You asked me why a group of people that tell you about stars and unicorns and going places that you can't go would lie to us and take our fucking $280 billion or $180 billion every fucking year for the last how many every year since before I was born. What do you mean? Why would they do it? What do you mean? Why would they do it? For control of a nation's fucking information, for control of a nation's scientists, for control of a nation's school process, for control of a nation's fucking way they do their schooling and the way they do their information. And the way the only thing they teach kids is how to regurgitate information. They don't teach them how to really learn anything.
Oh my God, this is sad. It's 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if I could deal with this much.
And they're also in Skull and Bones.
Of course they are.
Right.
Do they interact with the Middle Earth people?
So you're asking me why?
Do they have dinosaurs?
A Skull and Bones group.
Are they reptiles?
That paid the Nazis way and brought them over here and gave them our fucking scientific structure of all
if I have a country and I beat the shit out of somebody and I know they have really good scientists, I'm taking their fucking scientists.
Then you'd pay them more than any institution has ever got to this day.
They will live wonderfully and great, and they will build me massive machines to fucking kick anybody else's ass. You don't know
Why
how
wouldn't they
you
be
don't know how to
smart enough
run a
just to
house.
take
You don't
you
know how
out
to
and
run a
move their own
country.
people in?
You're just somebody who
No,
watches.
I think you don't know because if you
No, I'm
did
literally
that,
explaining
that
it
would
to
be
you.
fucking retarded. Listen, if I was at war with somebody, I wouldn't bring none of their people in my shit. I don't give a fuck what they knew.
Right, and you wouldn't
That's
have a country.
ridiculous.
My country would destroy
No,
your country.
not.
I will take
Listen
those.
to what we just said. I just said if my country already beat that country, I wouldn't take in their rejects that I already beat.
I know,
It's
and I'm
apparently they're
saying,
not too fucking smart if I already beat the fuck out of them, right?
and I'm saying,
How smart were they?
God damn,
How
that's
smart were they when
retarded.
we beat them?
Really? Is that how dumb your argument's going to get? You got to really think about your arguments before you make them. The scientists weren't the ones telling Hitler to go attack Russia. The scientists just sat there and made bombs. They don't have any real fucking say in what goes on in the war. You understand? Germany had much better weapons than we did. The only reason why Germany lost is because Hitler was an insane son of a bitch that decided to try to take on too much at one time.
They
That's the
didn't
only reason why
lose.
we won.
They gained America. They
gained
just
America?
moved. They moved, man. They moved. It's like, man, this trailer ain't big enough. We want a
Oh,
big
so
house, so
America
we're
is
gonna move to
Nazis.
America.
So you think America
Fuck
is
yeah.
wow.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Sound insane.
Show me otherwise.
No, that's not how it works. You don't just
Who
say
do we kill in the world now?
What?
What color skin do we kill when we go to war?
Everybody.
No. What color skins have we killed going to war?
Everybody.
The word everybody is not telling me shit.
Everybody. Every color skin. Every fucking
No.
person. Yes.
In Israel, not fucking Syria,
Israel has
and all
all
those places, Afghanistan and Iraq. Those are every culture
Do you
there.
not know that Israel has white people and black people and Middle Eastern people in there? Do you not know that
What are they
Jews
mainly?
come in all colors?
What are they mainly?
What does that mean? Are you keeping up with
I'm
the
telling you,
conversation?
America is pinpointing fucking groups of people for certain nationality reasons, resources, drugs, for whatever fucking reason they see fit, and they'll fuck you up. And if you get too big, they'll fuck you up.
Okay, so you
That sounds like a Nazi to me.
So you're going to run to some government fighting thing? I mean, if you want to talk about
I'm telling
politics and
you,
why we're
if
at
you
war, we
think
can
you
do
know
that.
something
I can
and the
prove it.
government would let you in on something as a fucking community for the government when they have intelligence and they have a national like defense and they have a defense program and like intelligence and all this shit, like
Oh yeah,
you're crazy.
that's how this
You're crazy.
conversation even started. Why are they lying to us? I forgot how we started this. So what's the reason why they're lying to us?
Because they're fucking psychotic.
Oh, just because
They
they're
have a
crazy.
parasite or something.
So they
Yeah.
sit there and they know the Earth is
You think
flat.
they're
and they're
you
like,
think they're sane?
We'll make them think it's round.
Well, they know a lot more than we do with technology and unlimited fucking helicopters and trains and rockets and boats and cameras and satellites and whatever the fuck else they supposedly have, right? They know more than we do, right?
What?
They know more than we do as
That's not
people,
has nothing
right?
to do with the argument you just made. You just made the argument is the reason why they tell us the Earth is round and not flat is just because they're crazy.
Because they won't tell you any map information. They won't let you, like, you cannot fly from here. You can't travel. You have to go through things. You have to get passports. You can't just get in an airplane and go fly to over China. They'll shoot you down.
That's not how it works.
So you can just get in a plane and go fly over China and Russia willy nilly. Just go do it.
I just
Nobody
said
would care.
God damn, you don't even listen. I just said you
I didn't
can't
hear
do
you.
that.
Oh,
Because
you
keep
can't.
talking.
Okay, why is that? If the world
Because
was
it's government.
unsecretive and so like
Because we don't want
free,
China planes flying over America because we don't know if they're going to drop something.
drop something. Oh fuck.
Whatever. Oh fuck. Really? Oh fuck. My shit is crazy, but you saying that people are lying to us about the flat Earth.
I'm saying if they got satellites in the air, how in the fuck's anybody not going to see every step anybody makes at every second?
What? How many eyeballs? What? I don't know what that has to do with anything.
If you have an object that can go up and view like a fucking huge space,
Right, but
unviewable to anyone else, then you can see everything that's going on if you just keep putting them up everywhere. Okay, then you can see what's going on. You don't need all this bullshit. You already know what would be coming if something was coming.
No, you just said why don't they let other countries fly planes over us. That's
Why
why.
don't they tell you about space? Why don't they tell
They
you? Because they don't
do. They
want you to
have fucking
fucking know. Because
books.
if you know the truth, then they
Netflix is
can't
full of
use it
it.
against you. If you know the truth of where you're really at, they can't use it against you. If you know the truth of how to fucking where to attack someone from, if you know the real land mass, the real land size, the real scale of things, the real things way work, the way things work, then they would have an adversarial fucking enemy that would fuck them up. They don't want that. You understand? As a military group and
Who?
complex, you cannot.
You
America.
think America's government is scared of you or me or Sean?
Hey, wait. They're
Well,
definitely
when there's
scared of me.
Okay,
300
maybe Sean,
million of us,
but
when there's 300 million Seans and Dims and Yous, yes, sir. Listen, when everybody has common sense of reality and they're on the same page and they realize all money's fake, they don't need it to do anything. All this bullshit they got going on is fake.
No,
It's just
come on.
slavery.
No, stop. Okay,
Now,
let's
and when they
start
stop
that one.
doing it,
How
everything
is
is, well,
money
hold on,
fake?
everything is free.
Well, you can't just say
Right?
something retarded and then just think I won't say something about it. How is money fake? How do you not need money?
How you were born with money in your hands?
That's
If
stupid.
you were born with, no, it's unnatural. Man made money.
Okay, so
If
hey,
the earth doesn't produce money, then it's not needed.
okay,
Understand
Dylan,
that.
you go do this work for me now. I ain't paying you. You go do that. Are you gonna go
And
do
if
it?
you agree to do the same thing for
Are
me,
you gonna
we'd have
do
a
it
great
though?
day.
No,
If
I'm
you're
not
gonna
gonna.
do it,
No,
I'm gonna do it.
no. I am not
In
gonna
my
do your.
community, we agree to help
I
each
am not
other.
gonna do your work. You
Well,
go
then
do
you'd
my
go
work
suck
now.
somebody's balls. I don't know what to
Go
tell
do
you.
my work. You're not gonna do it, will you?
If
Of
you
course
agree
not.
to do the
What if
same
I
thing
give you
I'm
the
gonna
food? Will you
agree
do
to
it?
do,
Hell
yes.
yeah, you will.
This is called a community. People that
That's
do
not
for
how
each
the
other.
world
You not
works,
know what that
princess.
means?
The world doesn't work like that.
Oh, yes, it does. If they wanted
No, it
to, it
doesn't.
does. It's
No.
working kind of fucked up now.
The
I think it'd
world
be a little
doesn't work.
easier to make it work better than make it work harder, right?
You could have a little society of like 10 people where that would work. But
You could have a billion people where that would work. You could have
no.
everybody in the whole world where that would work. Go to a tribe that hasn't even met society at all ever till this day and tell
fine.
them they need money.
Let's go
That
with
makes
your
no
argument.
sense.
I'll just go with your argument because I can destroy you with your own argument. What you're saying is a form of money. By you telling somebody, if you do this for me, I'll do this for you, that's a form of currency.
That's in your mind. That's the form of doing something for somebody.
Oh, see, that's your argument. You need to go back and
Currency is in
find
your
a better way
mind.
to argue because these
Currency is
are
in
terrible.
electricity. It's not in money.
Currency? You don't know though that the word currency is used for money?
Money is a fictional item made by man for nothing to gain power over you, to gain control of you. Do you understand
No,
that?
it's so we can
Yeah.
barter with one another.
Huh?
It's so we can barter with one
Barter
another.
what? Everything that you need
Barter
grows from
our
the fucking
goods.
ground. You got to
Every
barter with
time
the
you
earth.
wake up and you go to a job,
Barter
you're
with the
given
earth,
money
yeah.
so you can barter. We don't have gold
You don't
anymore.
need that.
We don't
That's
have
set up by your
diamonds
system.
anymore.
That's your governmental system that set that up. The
You
government you
need
think
it. Yes,
doesn't
you
lie
can't
to
have
you.
it. Oh, jeez. You're not even making an argument at this point. You're just saying words. Sean,
Because you don't
I
need
want to
money.
take this live stream and upload it.
You have my permission, sir.
You don't need money. Anybody who thinks you need money, there's something wrong with their
I've
brain.
already won this argument, so we can move on.
Okay, where is there a tribe at? When you see a tribe of people who's never came in contact at all, ever with any people, right? And
Never
you
heard
just
of
watch
wampum?
them from a distance, right?
No,
Listen to
Native
me.
Americans have wampum.
Listen to me. And you watch them from a distance, guaranteed there's no need for money there.
Once
You can make up
again,
whatever wampum story you want. There's no need for money there.
once
Guaranteed.
again, your
They wake
work
up,
and your labor
they go
would be
fish,
your money.
they lay
would be-
down, they go to sleep, they wake up, they have fun, they lay down, they go to sleep. They don't even know what money is. They don't know none of this bullshit about the system we run of slavery.
Yep, and they don't have the
Free
internet,
slavery.
and they don't get to talk to
Money.
people about
Money
the planet
that
Earth.
some entity has the control of making at their own free will. Money. Yeah, okay.
It's a form of. Do you not know how societies have
Do
been?
you not know that if money
How
made any
old are you?
sense, it would be controlled by society, not
How
controlled by a certain corporation or a
how old
certain
are
group
you?
of people, a private group of people?
How old are you?
Old enough to know that you don't need money to enslave yourself.
Well, that doesn't
Money
tell me
is only to
anything.
enslave you.
Are you a
Unless you're the
teenager?
maker of money, unless
Are
you're
you
the
in
maker
early
of
20?
money,
No,
then
seriously, dude. This
you're
is
enslaved by money.
important. This is important because this way it could kind of tell me where you are in life. So maybe you just don't comprehend what I'm saying.
I
Because
don't think you comprehend.
if you're a younger
See,
person, you might not
that's the
comprehend.
wrong thing with society. They think you need money. They
Jesus
think they
Christ.
have to be a slave. They think they have to go look to aliens. They think they gotta go look to a book or other shit. Just fucking live with common sense. Feed yourself from the fucking land. Feed the fucking land back. If you need a fucking house, build your fucking shit however you want to, and
And
live free. You don't
if
need
you
all
were
the bullshit, none of the dumb shit, none of the stocks, none of the bonds, none of the
blah blah blah
currency,
blah
none of
blah
that.
blah blah. Just keep talking. And
Yeah, I know blah 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 money.
if you were in control, we would have nothing. You understand that,
You
right?
would have everything.
No, you
You would
wouldn't
have
have the internet.
everything for
You
free.
wouldn't.
It'd be unlimited
No, there
internet,
wouldn't be
unlimited
anything
electric,
to have.
unlimited cars, unlimited houses, unlimited everything that anyone wanted in my society. They have it
No,
free.
no, you don't get
Yeah.
cars. Who
Oh
fucking
yeah.
invents a
You
car
get
without?
everything that you want.
Stop. Don't even understand the
Everything.
argument. You don't even understand
Hey,
your
do you
own
want a
argument.
car? Yeah. Well, let's start a factory. Everybody who wants a fucking Lamborghini will make a billion Lamborghinis for you. You want a Yugo? We'll make you a fucking Yugo looking
Right. You're
car.
saying the same
You
thing.
want a
You're not
tank?
making.
We'll make you a tank. What do you want?
You
Doesn't
just
matter.
see
No, it's all
people like
free.
you. All
It's
you
all
got.
free. It's all free.
Okay, dude.
You get up, you do it, it's free. If you got 50 people sitting next to you and you say, hey, build me this hut, and they built you the hut, did it take money? No, it just took those people to get up and do that.
This guy doesn't understand anything, Sean. Why do you have him on?
See, here's the thing, to an extent you don't understand. There's a billion things that lead to what we believe and how we're saying things, and trying to get it all out at once may be confusing at one point. But if you looked into each little thing he's saying, there's a lot of what he's saying that doesn't make sense when you really look into it. But you know what I mean? It's just
Hold on. Did you just say when you look at?
okay. So basically, like what I'm saying,
it doesn't make
no.
sense when you look into it. Is that what you
As
said?
in, what I mean by it doesn't make sense is how the world perceives it. Like as is how you perceive it. You came to talk like it's a wonderful magic fairy tale land, and what he's saying is it seems confusing only because it's actually 100 things he's trying to put into one conversation.
No. You're being way too nice, dude. What are you
No,
doing?
I'm telling you right now because
He is literally
that's
sitting there
exactly
and
what's
saying
happening.
that-
I'm telling you what's
no.
happening because I hear it all the time. It's 100 things that he's trying to put all into one conversation.
Okay.
If
that might be okay. That might be true. However,
so if you broke,
hold on. But when I'm asking him simple, direct questions, he can't answer them, or he gives me a ridiculous answer, and then when I try to show him why it's ridiculous,
okay,
he just goes on to another program.
okay, well, I'm explaining you what's happening because it does happen, and it happens to me when I go to other places as well. So this is what happens. You say, why would they lie? Okay, well, there's not one reason. He doesn't have one reason for why they lie.
Yes, he just said it. He said because they're crazy.
Okay, but there's not just one reason why they're crazy. There's 100. And to try to convince somebody of your reasoning isn't possible with one sentence. So he's trying to explain to you why he feels that way, but it's 100 things in one conversation.
So are you just trying to tell me that he's extremely bad at explaining his thoughts?
No, he comes from a place like, okay, so this is just like when Brenda came on. No, hang on. Okay, I'm gonna make it clear right now. So remember when Brenda came on earlier? So this is what's happening. He's trying to. We come from a place. Remember, this is flat Earth. This is different. This is different from your show.
I know.
He's coming from a place. When someone comes to a panel or has an opportunity to talk to us, he's coming from a place where they go, "Why is this? No. Okay, but why is this? Why is this? Why is this? Why is this? Why is this?" He's coming from a place when he's trying to explain everything. He's doing 100 reasons in one conversation. If you had the time and we talked to people on a regular basis that didn't do that, like constantly build up on why, then it you can stretch it out. You can break things down a little easier. But what he's doing is he's trying to take 100 things and have it in one conversation. And when you do that to someone who, first of all, doesn't even think about these things or even believe some of these things, it does sound confusing. I hear what he's saying, and I've done research on a lot of these things, so I see where he's breaking up in each different subject or point. Whereas for you hear him running on, but it's really, I've heard him, the things he was talking about. I heard at least 20 different scenarios or things that happen, but it was all in one conversation.
Okay, hold on. So, okay, you're rambling. Okay, so when I brought up when he said that the Bush's daughter was from Aleister Crowley's daughter is Barbara Bush, and I said, where do you get that info from? He said, well, look at him.
Well, then there's other ties.
No.
Okay.
This is what I'm talking about. No,
Okay.
Sean.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is what I'm talking about. He's not having 100 conversations.
I also said put it in the thing and look it up. It's on
YouTube. Let me
YouTube.
finish, and he has to
Hold
jump
on,
in.
I did tell you. I told you it was on YouTube.
And what?
I told you all you have to do is put in Aleister Crowley is Barbara Bush's father. Put it in there, like on a YouTube search, and it'll show you like all the different things, the videos, the people. You understand what I'm saying? It'll give you a detailed thing about it.
Yeah,
more than I can tell you from memory.
You're watching somebody who made a YouTube video that's trying to tell you something because they're into
there's a lot of them.
theories.
There's a lot of them, and they all say the same
there's a whole bunch of them. I know this,
but they're not different. But they're not
don't
different.
Believe it.
If there was 3,000 different ones, I wouldn't say it at all.
Okay, so
they're all the same.
So our proof is these people over here said it. They look alike. That's not an argument. And if you can't prove your point, then go on to something else. Just admit that, okay, maybe I can't prove that. Even though I still believe it, I can't prove it, so I really shouldn't fucking bring it up.
Well, unless I take the DNA, nobody can prove it. I mean, duh.
No, you can get records. Get birth certificate records.
Okay, well, when you do that, you're going to see that they're related.
Then do it. There's a reason why nobody's done it, because they can't. They're just telling you stuff, man, and you're believing it.
We're talking about the director of the CIA, though.
I have no idea what you're saying.
You're talking about the director of the CIA.
Tim,
you think it's easy to get information on him?
Are you eating right now?
Yes.
Because that last sentence was completely obvious to me.
I thought he was just so mad that he was like gritting his teeth.
See that, but luckily this is Cynics, and luckily I get where Cynics is coming from, and Deb, I know where you're coming from. It's the best way I could explain it. It was what I said with, we're forced to pack multiple things that we've seen and read and watched, and try to pack it all into a very small window. A panel with a guy asking questions. Because I encounter this all the time, and matter of fact, I encounter this every day when I go over to the Discord.
Okay, I disagree with your analysis. However, let's say it is true. Could you guys maybe answer the one question at a time then?
Well, see, here's the thing.
I mean, why is that so difficult?
Okay, no. Here's
trying to convince
Cynics,
somebody
remember,
of your thoughts.
Okay, because I've talked. Well, hang on, Dim. Cynics, I talk to you all the time, so I understand that you are willing to let that happen. You'll let someone explain your one question if it stays on track for an hour. You'll do that. But remember, everyone else that we deal with does not allow that.
Okay.
And to understand that, there's a couple people in the chat now that from the other the Discord. Because I go to a Discord server and it's full of Glovers, and I mean you'll say something, and then 30 people will be asking you questions nonstop. So I mean, you got to understand that.
But I'm just here by myself.
Yeah, but you understand he's coming from a place when he's trying to explain these things that it becomes almost necessary to constantly just, well, you say, I do it all the time, ramble on. It's because we're trying to get everything out that everyone's trying to say, and whether or not it's 30 people or one, get conditioned to that.
If that's the excuse you want to use, okay.
Well, okay, but
maybe you should try to uncondition yourself from
we'll
that.
put it this way. Okay, I can start my live stream up, and I can talk about weather modification, and I can take my time. I can show what I'm trying to say. But when I go over to like the server and I try to talk about weather modification, I get bombarded by 15, 20 people saying something about how I'm full of shit. Then all of a sudden, I'm trying to tell them about 20 things that I've just got done researching, and it doesn't come out like it does on my live streams.
Right, I get that because you have so many people asking you so many questions. I'm just by myself though. I'm by
But
myself asking very simple questions.
But here's the thing.
And then
I
when
know
I'm trying to
you.
get an answer, or while I'm talking, he's trying to talk over me.
Yeah, well, guess what we have to constantly do?
Not that. Not
Oh
with
yeah.
me.
He don't know who you are, but he doesn't know you. I do. I do.
That's right.
I do.
That's
I know.
right,
I know.
Sean.
I can. I know if
Hold
I'm
on,
talking to
man.
you, I can.
Come on, man. You're better than that. You understand that people are individuals, so you shouldn't just assume that somebody's going to be like what your global that hates you. Especially if I'm in your live stream, been having a conversation with you for quite some time now. He couldn't get the impression that I hated you guys.
Well, no. Wait, see, that's what you don't not realizing. He has no idea who the fuck you are, at all.
Dude, the concept. Okay, let's say you come to my channel and you see somebody that I have in there, and we're having a conversation. Are you going to jump in there and be aggressive towards that person, knowing that I'm not aggressive towards that person?
Of course not. I wouldn't. No. But at the same time, if you were a channel that did become aggressive with that type of a type of person, that type of person will come on your panel and do exactly that.
What?
If okay, you're coming to a place where the aggression level of someone who doesn't care or believe what we're saying is aggressive. So he's never talked to you.
That's not me. My point is it's individuals.
Yeah, okay, but he's talked to 1,000 individuals before you. So he doesn't know you.
That's fine. That's not me.
But he doesn't know you.
I understand that, Sean. My point is that maybe all of us should start thinking, oh, this is a new individual, and maybe he's not the dick that the other individual was.
Okay, yeah, but
I'm kind of trying to teach right now.
Okay, no, I get that. I 100% understand what you're doing. But remember and understand that if he did that every time, how many times do you think it would take before he said fuck giving someone a chance?
Well, that's his problem, not mine.
Well, you're right. You're right.
You know how many assholes come towards me and I still give them a chance?
Remember, he's at that part where he don't give a fuck anymore. It's his problem. So what is he going to do? He's going to make sure he can get his shit out, which is, the talking over part. Trust me, it happens every day on a regular basis. It becomes a conditioning thing. Myself, I talk to you on almost a regular basis, enough to know you. Yeah, enough to know that you aren't going to, just cut me off and you want to hear it. So I know that. Again, so he doesn't know you. He don't know.
Okay.
I'm just explaining. It is conditioning, and it does suck that it is that way. But trust me, you are not like them, and there are way more of them type of people than you.
Oh no, I know. Okay.
So I mean,
I've kind of lost my fight for the argument, so.
Okay, well, it happens, and like I said, you don't come from the same spot that we deal with on a regular basis. So I get it. I get why it's frustrating to you. I get it. Trust me, it gets frustrating to me. You got to remember.
Oh no. I was only frustrated because the answers I was giving were nonsense.
Well, here's the thing. You got to remember that for like what he just did, I do that too. But I know you. Like I said, I know you. But there are people like, for instance, the guy Nick. I'm not sure if you can even see the YouTube chat right now. There's a guy in there named Nick. I constantly deal with those guys all the time. Nick is an asshole, but he's not like, he'll have a conversation, but he's still an asshole. And I still have to feel like I have to get everything out before he wants to call me an idiot or dumb or blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So it is a conditioning thing. It just happens. It's just the way it is. That's the kind of stuff we deal with. There's no way around it. It's not.
Do you think that's a good way to deal with things?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You never get your point across doing that. I understand it.
Yeah, at least we have that.
No, it's there. It's just how it is. Trust me. If you went to a certain channel where Dim's at, he doesn't just do that. He doesn't do that. But when he talks to someone who's a quote unquote a denier, he feels like he has to do that. Trust me.
Well, I was
Dim,
aggressive with him. So
yeah,
I
okay,
understand
yeah.
some of it.
'Cause trust me, I know Dim as someone who is very cool, collective. He has a slow draw. It's just once you get in that situation where you feel like, okay, I'm now gonna have to defend my points, then that's when everything just unleashes itself. And it happens to me too. I go over, like I said, I go to this server in Discord, and it happens on a regular basis. I wish they would come here more often because I feel comfortable. I feel like I don't have to be on guard, and I can just relax. I can tell someone to shut the fuck up, and I can talk. You know what I mean? But what Dim just did, I do that on a regular basis, and it's just the fact that these people don't want to listen. And when people don't want to listen, but they ask you questions, that's what happens. You start rapid firing what you got.
Okay, well, before I go, let's you know what? I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind. Damn it, Sean!
Yeah,
I just talked too long.
Hey,
well, anytime you're in that server, try to get them to come to a debate on a equal channel. You can come to my channel, and you and somebody can fight it out.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, they're few and far between. Let's put it that way.
Don't come and send me a link to the Discord on Twitter, and I'll go yell at people. And I want to appreciate you, Sean, for letting me be kind of an asshole to your friend there and not jumping in.
Well, I'm happy I was able to explain to you, and but I'm actually happy it happened because you don't get that from me so much. I know I do it sometimes, but not so much. But I'm happy you got to see it, so I could explain to you why it's happening.
Oh, I love it. It's great. I'm not even mad about the over talking and stuff. It's just part of the game. I get that. And to Dem, just I would hope you would try to research things and get facts before you just throw out ideas, because what it does to somebody like me is make you sound like an insane person that is just going to say whatever just to win the argument. And you might not be that person, but that's how it comes across. And that goes for all you flat earthers.
Thank you.
With that said, it is 3:30 in the morning here, and I'm fucking tired.
Cynics, again, you're more than welcome on the panel anytime, my friend. Thanks for stopping by. With that said, also, I'm going to bed. I have to wake up early, go to work, do the whole fucking work thing again. Dem, I definitely appreciate you stopping by. Please come by more often, man. Please, because
I will.
Because
I just noticed you were on. I didn't know.
oh yeah. No worries. Because another thing, I'd like you to have more time with Cynics. You know, when he comes to the panel, you come by, because he is actually someone you would be able to relax and talk to. Because I know you, Dim. I know you're not that get it all out type person. But unless you have to, Cynics.
I usually only just like make points here and there when
Yeah,
it makes sense to me to make a point.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I get where you were coming from. I know what you were doing, because like I was saying, it happens when you get attacked by somebody. Cynics isn't that type of person. You don't know him, so you would have no clue that you didn't need to do that.
Right.
But he is, and so I would like for you guys to get another opportunity to have that relaxed talk rather than it being, do I have to be do I have to be defensive type thing. And I enjoy hearing your view on stuff, Dim. So I definitely want you to come back. I know.
All right.
Yeah. I know Uber jumped out. Uber, if you're still on, talk to you soon, and definitely stop by again. Let me get into this chat real quick and say what's up to some people before I get out of here. GM CDXX, thank you, sir, for stopping by. J Alex, what's up, man? Didn't know you came back. Nick, thanks for stopping by, my friend. I will see you in a little bit, and then I'll probably argue it out with you guys. Felix, thank you for stopping by. Upper, I saw Upper in there. Thank you for stopping by. Gary, wish I would have had more time, or you would have came by earlier. You could have got in here. Because I want to talk to you about those Apollo missions and why I believe they are bullshit. If you haven't, thank you, Jay. If you have not done it yet, I'd like you guys to join the Flat Earth Frontline, the Discord server. I just made up. I just made it up. My boy here, Jay Alex, got me all set up and got all those little bots and rooms, roles all set up. So come by and check that out. On a plane. Thank you for stopping by. I think that's NRZ race. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. A lot more of the people. Pretty sure they're not here anymore. True Me, thank you for stopping by, my friend. With that, like I said, man, with that wrench, you have power. But at the same time, I will take that shit away in a heartbeat. And then that means you also owe me a Shroomy show. Not very many people understand what the hell I just said, but a few of you do, so quite enjoyable. What else? Guys,
That was so fucking creepy, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's supposed to be because he's a creepy kind of guy. I was gonna do the atmospheric modification stream tonight. I got home late, and I definitely did not plan on being on this long at all. I was actually came on to set up my XSplit server or my XSplit broadcaster, and then it kind of turned into a show when someone said something about the jet fuel thing, which we will not talk about right now. I'm actually pretty happy that Brenda did not pass that link out, so I didn't have to really deal with much. But with that said, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow with that atmospheric modifications information. Like I said, if you are here from the server, the Discord server, the Glober server, basically, I'd like you guys to stop by. So all that ranting and raving you guys talk about, I don't know what I'm talking about with modification. Stop on by because it's a different type of dialogue when I come here, and I'll get it out a little bit better. What else is on the table? So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'll probably be say probably about 6:30 ish, and then go from there. I'm probably definitely won't be on OBS. I'm not gonna even take the chance. I'm gonna be on XSplit, so won't be dealing with all that buffering crap that happened earlier. Kind of ranting on right now. I'm trying to remember what else I wanted to say.
John, do you understand that you had the most entertaining stream in years because of me and Dem?
Oh, of course.
Me and Dem saved your stream.
Oh yeah, because what happens is that I pray when I start my panels up. I pray for that. You want to know why? Because then it gives me an actual chance to go out and smoke. Eat something, bathroom break. That was the greatest moment of my life. When Uber got on, it was like, let me show you something. I was like, yes, I get to fucking actually get up.
Why do you think I invite Jessica on so much?
You're saying that because she's not here.
Exactly.
What I was gonna say, with the, oh yeah, so if you keep going, I'll keep going. So stop. With that said,
So
guys,
what do you guys think of?
Hey, dick. I'll boot you out of this fucking hangout.
I'm leaving anyway.
All right, sir.
All right, guys, it was fun.
Thank you.
Peace, guys.
Yeah, have a good one, Dim. So yeah, with that said, guys, everything, like I said, anything you guys heard, go do your own research. You're gonna have your own opinions about things. You guys all know I'm a flat earther, but I have a million different views. So with that said, I mean, anything that I say, don't take it as fact. Take it as, do I need to research this? Where is it to my view? A lot of people will think that they know for sure, but if you're just reading out of a book and repeating it, do you really know? Science isn't as it said; it's as they say. Things are proven every day to be wrong and or different. With that said, please do do your guys' own research. Hey, start your own live streams. More content creators, the better. I appreciate everyone that came. From the bottom of my heart, I'm only here because you guys are here. I will see you guys tomorrow. I am rambling on, so I'm going to stop now. Thank you guys. Love you much.
Revolutionary, frontline standing, solitary, mind state, kinda scary. Take a deep breath, take a deep breath, and put me on the front line. 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 Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. Hold strong. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. I'm battle tested. Follow me until the end. Follow me if you can. Heart beating faster. Don't forget to breathe and put me on the front line. Put me on the front line.